settlers and Palestinians under two distinct bodies of laws and policies.
Recapping the top story this hour, South Africa's African National Congress Party turns 114 today. For any news stories you would like to share with us, please do send an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +27 11714 4459. For Channel Africa News, I'm Cholani Tulo Wepe.
SABC News. The African Perspective. On the Move with Benjamin and Palesa every weekday on Channel Africa. The African Perspective.
Good morning. It's 5 minutes past 8 Central Africa time. We are still in the festive edition of On the Move here on Channel Africa. That means it's 4 hours that we get to spend together having news, views and entertainment from the African perspective. You're with myself, Palesa Tau and Benjamin Moshatama for the next 4 hours until 12 p.m. Central Africa time. Come through and join us on www.channelafrica.co.za. Find us on the Channel Africa app that you are free to download on your iOS or Android app stores. Find us as well on our audio bouquets, DSTV channel 802 and OpenView HD channel 628. It's going to be another good day of conversation, so let's delve deeper into what we'll be speaking about today. You know, school is amazing. They teach us so many things, things that have to do with the working world, things that have to do with how to navigate some of, the things in life. But what they don't teach us is the soft skills that usually are learned through actual going through life. So you get into becoming an adult after your schooling years, and then you get so surprised that there's so many situations that you can't deal with, like emotional regulation, managing expectations, reading the room. We're speaking a little bit about the importance of these soft skills, but also how we can navigate and actually learn them through our lives. So that's going to be a good conversation for our first hour.
Yeah, loving all these conversations indeed. Good morning, Bali. Good morning to you, Channel African. In the second hour, we'll be looking at something that I'm sure all of us are feeling right now. We've been busy meeting different people, different occasions during the holiday season, moving from one place to another. And I'm sure this is something that you're feeling right now. Social fatigue. You know, that connection is important. The conversations are a must, but the exhaustion does come, and you always have to kind of regulate it. Today we're going to be speaking about what social fatigue actually looks like, and we'll be looking at how to protect your energy without losing the relationships that matter. And then we've been looking back in the last few weeks and just taking stock of some of the great conversations we've had here on the Move. We're going to be looking at a great conversation we've had. WhatsApp, one of the most popular message apps in the world, was one of our focus in one of our conversations. We spoke to social media digital marketer Audrey Imbayago, and we were speaking about how most of the time we spend a lot of long durations on that particular app, creating connections, but are aware that there are WhatsApp decorums, or actually there are boundaries that sometimes we overstep on that app. You know, I never complied to the blue tick rule, because some people were saying, you just gave me a blue tick me. I'm like, I don't know. I didn't even know what a blue tick is. It's just that I read your message. I'll come back to it later. And like, then change your blue tick. I'm like, I'm not changing anything. Just understand that I'm there. I read it at that time. I'm coming back to you. So we'll look at that conversation. And in the fourth hour, definitely we'll be musically traveling with you as you get back home.
Well, let's keep things moving and go into the next 4 hours. Join us on our live streams on Facebook as well as on YouTube. And of course, on our social media platforms, we are at Channel Africa 1. Let's go.
Stay tuned to Channel Africa. Stream us on our new and updated website, channelafrica.co.za.
Es-tu préoccupé par quelque chose? Es-tu passionné par les questions qui comptent? As-tu une voix qui mérite d'être entendue? Eh bien, nous avons la plateforme parfaite pour toi. Téléphone-nous ou fais-nous un WhatsApp au +27 66 408 87 42 et nous te rappellerons. Sois dans la conversation.
Salut Channel Africa, ici Beno le diamant rouge et Binalais Sport depuis le Cameroun, le pays des lions. Voilà.
Sois dans la conversation. Il ne s'agit pas seulement de parler, mais c'est ta chance d'exprimer ton point de vue, de partager tes opinions et de t'engager avec une communauté qui valorise ton avis. Suivez-nous sur les réseaux sociaux, visitez notre site www.channelafrica.co.za et préparez-vous à partager vos points de vue sur Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Get set and be ready to go. On the move with Palesa and Benjamin Moshatama.
This one I better do with the jabata. Me, I no get time, I did that, da. Dada cover my face, calling me la baja. Biggie man, we know they wear a bada. Tell me, my nigga, what's it come? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip. I no feet, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip. I no feet, die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commend it. I can't come and keep myself. So anything when I do, I they try to do on my way. I can't come and keep myself. Plenty so far we face. Just to make sure money day. But my people can go say I know one buy, I know one die, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, my nigga, what's it gon' G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip, I no feet, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the with me, I no feet. Different things them happening, schemes and packaging. In a one night for shows I'm juggling. Flow like the ocean, my boat I'm paddling. Sharashina Bella, that's my bro, my family. Frozen dreams. When it comes to money, I they concentrate. Make I tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become a shall I be head of state. But my people then go say I know one buy, I know one die, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, my nigga, what's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip. I no feet, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip. I no feet, die for nothing. Oh no, now.
Yeah, it's a beautiful one. It's an oldie but a goodie by Burna Boy. This one is titled Yeah. It's 30 minutes past 8 Central Africa time. And we're speaking about, lessons that you actually learn, right? And when we think about learning in the formal way, we think about school. So kids go to school from the very young age and they learn their maths, their sciences. And with that comes a lot of skills, right? Because they're also at school, they're in a social environment. So they learn a little bit of social skills as well. But there's something that will take you by surprise once you're done with your school going years, even, past university sometimes, when you become an adult and you realize that there's actually a lot that you don't know. And by this, it means like the soft skills that help you actually navigate life. So you might have gone to school to learn about the job you're doing, but you might not particularly have learned about how to handle conflict in the workplace. You might not have learned how to de-escalate a situation. You might not have learned to even read in many social situations. And that's the conversation we're having this morning on the Move. Some of those soft skills that we don't get to learn in school, but are very, very important in navigating life. In fact, sometimes I think they would be more important, because if you just have education and no soft skills, you're going to have a tough time navigating the world that we live in. We're speaking to transformational coach Sipati Silibano, who's going to help us speak about this particular conversation. What exactly are these soft skills that are important to learn in the world that we live in, and how do we acquire them, right? It's because it's not like you get a certificate in soft skills just as you navigate life, but you definitely necessary to learn these. Sipati, thank you so much for joining us in this new year. Good morning.
Good morning, Palesa, and to the team. How are you this morning?
Oh, we're doing fantastic.
Morning.
All right, let's speak about the skills that we learn. First of all, let's look at the skills that we learn throughout our lives, especially before we become adults. That notion that education is everything. That's what our parents say. That's what our teachers say. Education is everything. Is that all that we need, education? Or are there different kinds of educations, some that we're actually overlooking?
There's absolutely a wide range of education that we should be looking at and even being taught in schools. But you need to remember that in school, we are taught to perform. We're not actually taught how to deal with people. We are taught what to do. So mathematics, science, physical education, all of that is about what you are doing. And that's why at the end of the year, the awards that are given are based on performance. Who got the highest score? Not how did we deal with people? How did we deal with conflict? Did we set boundaries with people? How did we deal with disappointment? And so we really only experience those sort of skills once we are adults. And we are exposed to a different kind of curriculum, right?
Yeah.
And that is relationship building. It is self-management, communication. How do we regulate our own emotions? How do we deal with our mental health? Because we enter a different kind of school when we become adults.
Yeah. This idea of soft skills is one that you always have to work on. It's not like you can get one psychological course or then just you've got it mapped out in your head. It's constantly self-development. Where do you start when it comes to soft skills? Because like you mentioned, Sipati, we never really learn about these things at school.
Definitely. One of the starting points is actually self-awareness, right? And within self-awareness, it's such a broad subject, right? But it is the ability to get to know yourself. How do I respond in a conflict? When someone says something that I disagree with, how do I respond? And when you go through the journey of self-awareness, it is really about finding out who you are. How do you respond? What are your likes? What are your dislikes? What triggers you? And all of that is the beginning. It's a foundation which sets you apart, because the minute you get to know yourself, that's sort of giving yourself the power to be able to understand the other skills, right? And to learn the other skills. But without self-awareness, you are not going to be able to express yourself. You're not going to be able to communicate effectively. You become defensive as a person because you almost feel like it's an attack, because you're not aware of how you actually are perceived, how you actually respond, and how you communicate.
Sipati, recently, in fact, just this week, I was having a conversation about my son, and they're speaking, I was having a conversation with my partner, and we were talking about transport issues. He's been taking on work since last year, and what is he going to do? I'm like, no, you have to just let it go and let him find his way. And it wasn't because I was like, yeah, we found our way, and so children have to find their way as well. It's because I realized that by finding your way, you're learning things that I'm sometimes not able to teach you, because even as parents, even as friends, as communities, we can say, yeah, don't do this. But sometimes you have to learn through the experience of finding your way through the world. And that's how you gain the soft skills. Are we sometimes, and I'm talking about parents in particular, are parents sometimes in the way of young adults actually learning these soft skills by being, I guess, cocooning them a little bit too much, whereas just going out in the world sometimes how you get to navigate and and understand these soft skills?
Absolutely. Some parents do become the bottleneck, right? And as a parent, it really is about finding the balance between, teaching your child the skills that they need and also allowing them to actually experience certain things. And I'm going to personalize it as well. The first time I got my kids to take an Uber, that was the most scariest experience of my life, right?
Can imagine.
Can you imagine that? But growing up, I was that kid that would take a taxi. We lived in Soweto. So to get from Soweto to town, you needed to take a taxi. And I started taking a taxi at the age of 13. My mom was not happy with it, but she also understood that in order for you to gain that, strength, for you to gain that confidence, you need to be able to experience certain things. So there should be a balance between this is going to destroy you. So these are the things that you need to know, do's and don'ts. But this you actually also need to experience so that you build your confidence as a young adult.
All right, we're speaking to Sipati Sibitlo, who is a transformational coach. We'll continue the conversation around soft skills after this break.
Unwinding with Africa's holiday rhythms. Rejoice with Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Ukatili wa kijinsia unaharibu maisha na kutenga jamii. Hutokea nyumbani, shuleni, kazini na mara nyingi kwa ukimya. Lakini hauwezi kuendelea. Ukiona, ongea. Ikiwa unaumia, funguka, kwa sababu kutofanya lolote sio chaguo. Sikiliza vituo vyote 19 vya redio kuanzia Jumatano ya tarehe 23 Julai kwenye mijadala, ushauri, tamthilia, maonyesho ya elimu na mahojiano na wataalamu, manusura, watunga sheria na nchi nzima iliyoathirika na ukatili wa kijinsia kwenye vituo vyako pendwa vya redio. Piga simu 0800 428 428 ili kuripoti unyanyasaji au kupata msaada. GBV ikomeshwe na wewe. Ujumbe huu umeletwa kwenu na shirika la SABC.
Palesa and Benjamin, fuel your day with fresh African perspective on Channel Africa.
Hey, we're joined by Sipati Sibitlo, a transformational coach, and we're speaking about soft skills. How do you say no without over-explaining, but how do you say no also in a kind way that doesn't make someone feel awkward for asking? I think sometimes we either go one way or the other way. How do you have that difficult conversation without escalating to conflict? Those are some of the examples of soft skills. Sipati, the thing about self-awareness is that at times you think you have the right interpretation of what you have and you think you've got the soft skills right in place and you are the one that has mastered these soft skills. However, the outside world, when they're looking at you, they're not seeing what is a true reflection of what you think you've got going that's right. So how do you make that assessment that, I still need to work on this area I haven't really improved, because I don't think we are good at self-judgment.
Absolutely not. And that's why it's imperative that we ask ourselves questions, right? And I'm going to speak particularly around the Black community. Growing up, none of us had any boundaries, right? If you look at the Black community itself, most of us were raised by grandparents. You had your aunts and your uncles in the same household. It was a 2-bedroom house that needed to house about 16, 8 to 18, 20 people.
Are you describing my childhood? Are you sure you don't know a little bit?
I'm describing my own too. And so we never learned boundaries. We never learned how to say no, right? And even if you did say no, oftentimes it was out of guilt, right? You were always guilt tripped. Are you saying no? You must remember that you're also going to need help. And those were the things that were normalized to us. And that is why we do not have a reference point of self-awareness and what that means. And so it's important as an adult to start then clarifying what those boundaries are for you. How do you develop those boundaries for yourself? And it starts with asking yourself questions. And part of those questions is, does this make me feel good about myself? Is it compromising of my own integrity? Did the decision that I make affect someone else? And how did it affect that person? And so those are some of the self-reflecting questions one can actually ask themselves, either before a decision is supposed to be made or a response, so that you start gaining that confidence around who am I as a person and how do I respond? Am I setting regulations? Am I saying yes, even when I'm feeling internally, my intuition is saying you should have said no. We have this amazing ability as human beings, and that is called intuition. That feeling that says you should have actually said no, that emotion when you have, it could possibly be anger, is a reflection of your intuition saying to you, you should not have made that decision. And so learning how to tune into your intuition is one of the most hardest things to actually do. But as you practice it, you gain better insight into who you are as a person, and you become better aware of how you respond to things.
Yeah. One of the things that I see, or in, my personal perspective, that I find a lot of people find it hard to deal with is emotional regulation. And that's also sometimes something that we don't actually learn in a physical way, in a tangible way. And some people actually go through the entire adult life without learning emotional regulation. But this is but one of the soft skills that we are talking about. Let's speak about the wanting to learn the soft skills. What are some of the external help that we can bring into our lives that can really help us in this regard? So, for example, like, taking on therapy as an adult, is this something that's important? Maybe even a life coach, bringing in people, professionals that can help you with the soft skills that perhaps are harder to navigate or harder to learn just by going through life.
Yep, absolutely. And I first want to say that being triggered is not a weakness, right? It is information, it is data about your life. And so emotional regulation is really just, the pause between what is stimulating you and your response to that stimulus. And so when you start seeing yourself spiral very often, it is an indication that there is underlying issues that you have not dealt with. And so seeking counseling, seeking therapy, going to a life coach is paramount for you so that you are then able to learn those skills to emotionally regulate. And sometimes that emotional regulation, if not regulated, if your emotions are not regulated, it could cost you relationships, it could cost you credibility. And so it's one of the biggest skills and most important skills to actually have, because then that also speaks to your peace. It speaks to what your needs are, so that you don't become your emotions, but rather you deal with the issue at hand.
Yeah, that's so powerful. What I've noticed is that people use these buzzwords that we're speaking about right now as a way of actually not dealing well with situations, right? Maybe you're having a conversation with someone and you're not agreeing with them, maybe the tone of their voice, and very quickly like, you are triggering me right now. I need to set my boundaries. That's what we do most of the time. And I think we think that action is a form of self-awareness, that action is a form of separation, of you creating that boundary. But I think it's another way of kind of a toxic response to what is supposed to be a solution. Using the words that we are using to deal with emotional regulation doesn't mean that you are emotionally regulating, right?
Correct. That's absolutely true, Benjamin. And the thing about emotional regulation and being triggered is it's not just naming the fact that you are being triggered. It is then taking it further and deeper and saying, why am I being triggered?
Sure.
What about what is being said is actually triggering me? But very often, because we do not want to take accountability for our responses to a situation, we will in turn use those words. And that's actually toxicity on its own. If we are truly wanting to heal as people, we then have to dig a little bit deeper into the very things that trigger us. I don't know why we have this notion in life that just because someone disagrees with me, that they are actually wrong. we should disagree with each other because it brings in a different perspective. We are different people. We have different experiences. And it is in bringing those experiences to the forefront, to the room, that actually makes life more creative. And so understanding that just because someone has a very different opinion of a particular situation does not make either of you actually wrong. You have very different viewpoints, and that's all that it is. And so when you learn emotional regulation, you also learn to clarify expectations. You clarify, a situation so that you are managing not just your own expectations, but the expectations of others, so that you're also not disappointed. And you then start seeing the viewpoint of others. It's one of those, it's a saying that we say in South Africa, 6 no 9 gyafana. The number 6 and 9, depending on where you are standing. If you're standing at the tail of the number, you'll see a 9. But if you're standing at the top, you'll see a 6. And so it's important that we understand that it's okay to have different opinions. It doesn't make us less of people. It actually makes us more creative. It actually allows us the space to have conversations without feeling attacked.
We'll leave it there, Sipati. Thank you so much for kickstarting the year with us here on The Move. And thank you for this conversation today. Where can people go to find you?
Thank you so much for having me, Palesa and Benji. People can actually find me on the socials at Sibati_Sibitlo Ombogazi on either one, on Instagram, Facebook. I'm also on TikTok as well, and happy to engage.
Thank you. That's Sipati Sibitlo, transformational coach, speaking about the soft skills that are necessary for us to learn in order to navigate life. Takes us to 8:31 Central Africa time. Let's get our latest sports news.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
We bet off with cricket news. Australia won the final Ashes test against England by 5 wickets to seal a dominant 4-1 victory after a grueling series, sending the retiring Usman Khawaja out on a high. The Navy hosts saw wickets tumble as they chased their 160 target, which they reached after lunch on day 5, with Cameron Green not out 22 and Alex Carey on 16 at the Sydney Cricket Ground. For England, it was the final chapter in a miserable series. Australia lost openers Travis Head 29 and Jake Weatherald 34, along with captain Steve Smith at 12 and Khawaja, who made 6 in his final knock before retirement. Manos Labuschagne dropped on 20, compiled 37 before needlessly running himself out to give Ben Stokes' men a flicker of hope as they reduced Australia to 121 for 5. But victory was never seriously in doubt after England were dismissed for 342 on the back of Jacob Bethel's stylish 154. Now, football news, reflection, addressing problem areas and planning. Those are the 3 things on Bafana Bafana coach Hugo Bruce's to-do list for the immediate future. South Africa touched down to a lukewarm welcome at the OR Tambo International Airport yesterday morning, following their early exit from the Africa Cup of Nations football tournament in Morocco. Luck was not on Bafana's side throughout the tournament. Even the video assistant referee's decision went against them. It played a role in their disappointing campaign. But goalkeeper Ricardo Goss says that cannot be used as an excuse.
Expected so much from ourselves. And like I said, I keep saying that the other teams have done their homework. When you even saw the Egypt game, they were sitting back, which means we've actually done something good. We put up a good side, and I think now it's just to unlock those cagey defenses. And I even think against Cameroon we should have been 3-0 up within the first 20 minutes.
While South Africa's Sports Minister Gayton McKenzie weighed in on the issue of the star defender Mbegezeli Mbogazi signing up for Major League Soccer in the United States, saying he supports the player's move. Brewers stuck to his guns, saying there are better opportunities out there.
It is a guy with so much talent, but his talent has to be challenged every week, and I'm afraid that will not be in America. You have to be at a stronger competition where every game his talent is challenged, and then he will become a very, very good player. He's already a very good player, but maybe he can be one of the best players of South Africa ever.
Now, tennis news. Coco Gauff pulled off double duty to drag defending champions the United States into the United Cup semi-finals, while world number 2 Iga Swiatek did her bit for Poland. Fourth-ranked Gauff, who suffered a surprise defeat last time out, put the United States on their way in the quarterfinal against Greece with a 6-3, 6-2 win over former world number 3 Maria Sakkari in Perth. Stefanos Tsitsipas brought Greece level by defeating struggling Taylor Fritz 6-4 and 7-5. In the deciding mixed doubles, Gauff teamed up with Christian Harrison to battle past Tsitsipas and Sakkari 4-6, 6-4 and 10-8. The 21-year-old Gauff struggled with her serve as she suffered her first ever defeat at the United Cup on Monday when she was stunned by Spain's Jessica Buzaz Maneiro. Poland will play hosts Australia, with the winner facing the United States for a place in the Sunday's final. For any sports stories you'd like to share with us, send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +2711 714 4459. This is Channel Africa Sport with me, Fidel Ngwati.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective. Tune in and turn up the volume. This is Channel Africa. The right music all the time. On Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Benjamin Moshatama and Palesa
On the move.
I 20 girls in my condo, waiting I want to, I don't know. One name Julie, one Toto, with the Faji or Nico. Make nobody call my phone, leave me alone, cause me I want them my zone. No place like home, all my ladies. You know say I no be novice, shake your body make me notice. Say from the room to the floor to the kitchen, they will make you babies. Leave it up for many places. Baby, make me know the babies. So you tomato, you said, voila. You know, baby girl, I'm not your set. She said, who be your set? I said, baby girl, I'm none of your friends. Now you are who the content, oh. You dey waste my time, you dey scatter my schedule. Come make us spread you. She say she got a rich boy from Barcelona. Microfinance me, I go low now. Call me Pluto boy, got controller. What you doing, 8:30? Come over, better call, better money, show promoter. Not talk with I collect for October. I be me nephew of the quota. I never lose my composure. When you see me, it's all over. I gonna aesthetic. Call it, see me sober. Okay, the meat push on my gel. Oh baby, je m'appelle. Jack carriera to Badaleo. This your body now, tell of a tango. Omo yi ma pamina. Una too sweet Mirinda. Omo be you too bad. Push off a boat, no lot too fascisha. With this your water bomb bomb. Anywhere you there, I go wrong come. She said make I come on condom. Penetrate it like you know. Oh my ladies. You know say I no be novice. Shake your body, make me notice.
Hey, that one is an upbeat track by Zlatan with Shali Popi, Ido West, Terry the Voice, Jesserawa. Good one for the new year to keep us upbeat. Mm-hmm. Sounds like we're going back to the gym with that one. Buddy,
yeah, I think so. We're going to have a good time.
We're going to do better this year.
Absolutely. Come on,
Pali.
Let me tell you something. Today, I'm going to tell you. Today my knee is sore. We were dragged to yoga yesterday.
Okay, that's
Both my son
good.
and I were dragged to yoga.
Wonderful.
Hot yoga at it. And
Yoga is
it
hard.
was so hard.
Yoga is difficult.
Yoga is so hard. And when the room is hot and the floors were also like hot, so there was like underfloor heating and heating on the top, and you're just like sweating and doing all these difficult
so you've
things.
started. Okay, that's
I've
a good
started,
thing.
yeah.
All right, it's 39 minutes past 8 o'clock Central African time. You are listening to On the Move with myself, Benjamin Moshatama, and Palesa. We'll talk a little bit about soft skills. They're actually hard. It's ironic that something that we call soft is very, very difficult to actually achieve, because listening to Sipati, knowing yourself, introspecting and actually correcting yourself is probably one of the hardest things to do in life. But we'll chat after the break on that.
Be inspired. Stay informed. Channel Africa, the beauty of life. Now available anytime, anywhere with our new app.
África. Conhece o Ntivani?
Claro que sou eu.
Ntivani é o amante da música de corpo e alma.
Eu amo música africana.
Ele aprecia todos os tipos de melodias e passa os seus dias a ouvir a Channel Africa. Okay. Adivinha só, a Channel Africa quer ajudar o Ntivani e os amantes da música em todo o lado a descobrir ainda mais música incrível. Por isso, a Channel Africa está a convocar artistas africanos a submeterem as suas músicas. Músicos, lembrem-se de nos dar todas as informações relevantes no music@channelafrica.co.za. As submissões são a vossa oportunidade de ser ouvidos, mas não garantem inclusão na lista. Todas as submissões serão cuidadosamente analisadas para verificar se cumprem os requisitos da nossa estação. Canal África, a perspectiva africana.
Hashtag On The Move and connect with us.
C'est lui qui connaît toutes tes souffrances. Oh, comment penses-tu qu'il t'a oublié? Quand il y a Dieu dedans, mon ami, tu seras que devant. Et s'il y a Dieu dedans, crois-moi, tu seras devant. Ma part n'est pas encore venue. Un jour pour moi va sortir. Ma part n'est pas encore venue. Un jour pour moi va sortir. Oh, il va donner pour moi. Oh, il va donner pour moi. Yahweh, il va donner pour moi. Oh, il va donner pour moi. Oh, il va donner pour moi. Oh, il va donner pour moi. Yahweh, il va donner pour moi. Oh, il va donner pour moi. Avance et confiance, car si tu demandes, alors lui là il te lance. Même quand tu penses que la vie n'a plus de sens, façon il t'élève, te soulève en toute puissance. Tout ce que tu vis là d'aller était déjà prévu et malé. Tes douleurs, oh, est-ce que ça peut le dépasser? Jamais. Quand il y a Dieu dedans, mon ami, tu seras que devant. Et s'il y a Dieu dedans, crois-moi, tu seras devant. Ma part n'est pas encore venue. Un jour pour moi va sortir. Ma part n'est pas encore venue. Un jour pour moi va sortir. Oh, il va donner pour moi. Oh, il va donner pour moi. Yahweh, il va donner pour moi. Oh, il va donner pour moi. Oh, il va donner pour moi. Oh, il va donner pour moi. Yahweh, il va donner pour moi. Oh, il va donner pour moi. Comme Francis Ganoulo.
interruptions. Just the music you love on Channel Africa.
On a Sunday morning, she won't do something, I won't go church. On a Monday morning, I won't do something, she won't go walk. I better, no move this way. I better, police, yeah, police. She don't take my heart, they go. Police, police, yeah, police. She don't take my heart, they go. You body me, my baby. If money no dey, I like you no care, no, I like you no care. Papa la nonsense, when you body me, my baby. If you body no dey, I like you no care, no, I like you no care. Papa la nonsense, Friday morning she want attention, I want to yoga. On a Friday night when I want attention, she want to roll out. I better.
And connect with us.
Said I ain't ready, but she don't know my paranoia is heavy. So I said, baby, go slow and steady. Don't wanna fall in love when I'm not ready. What if I didn't have no money? Tell me, would you be there for me? I let the paranoia get the best of me. I think I let the paranoia get the best of me. Oh no, I mean I know I wanna leave, but I don't know. Don't want a case of I said so. Maybe you can call me crazy, but I know not me and you don't flow. Sometimes I be thinking that we're just fine. Sometimes I be thinking that we don't rhyme. Just don't nobody ever wanna waste no time. That's the reason why I think about it sometimes. Sometimes I be thinking to myself, say if I know drive Benz, would you still brag to your friends? These are the things that cross my mind, only sometimes. Shorty said she wanna love, said I ain't ready. But she don't know my paranoia is heavy. So I said, baby, go slow and steady. Don't wanna fall in love when I'm not ready. What if I didn't have no money? Tell me, would you be there for me? I let the paranoia get the best of me. I think I let the paranoia get the best of me. Oh no, I mean I know I wanna leave, but I don't know. Don't want a case of I said so. Maybe you can call me crazy, but I know not me and you don't flow. See, I met her sometime back in December, chilling with my guys by the bodega. Said that she's looking for a defender, but I don't know if I'm dealing with a pretender. See, I think this girl trying to finesse me. She already asking for Giuseppe. Say you want love, cause I get plenty, but say you gonna love me when it's empty. Shorty said she wanna love, said I ain't ready. But she don't know my paranoia is heavy. So I said, baby, go slow and steady. Don't wanna fall in love when I'm not.
This is IOJ with Paranoia. Before that, gave you Kiss Daniel featuring Angelique Kidjo and Johnny Drill, Police. And kickstarting that triple play is Chris M with Eva Donne pour moi. It's 8:49 Central Africa time right here.
Frenchy.
Of course. You know what I mean? All right, we're keeping things moving. Speaking about soft skills, perhaps you can let us know what soft skills you think you've learned, and also the ones that have done you well in your life. So let us know that at Channel Africa 1. That's where you can find us on X and our WhatsApp line, +27 63 406 9126. Which soft skills in your life have definitely served you well? Let us know. We'd love to find out. It's 8:50.
Call us on +27 63 406 9126.
I can see my whole world changing.
And contribute to the conversation.
Parlez-vous couramment le français? Êtes-vous passionné par la radio? Et êtes-vous qualifié pour travailler en Afrique du Sud? Envoyez-nous votre CV et votre 3 minutes démo en MP3 à @channelafrica.co.za pour avoir une chance de rejoindre la famille Channel Africa. Si vous n'avez pas de réponse après 14 jours, cela signifie que vous n'avez pas été retenu. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Conversations are happening, and Channel Africa is at the heart of them. We tell the African story with clarity, pride, and purpose, reaching audiences that matter to your brand. Partner with us and connect your business with listeners across borders in multiple languages and markets. For partnership opportunities, sponsorship, or sales, email us at partnership@channelafrica.co.za. Channel Africa, the African perspective.
We are up, we are ready, we are on the move with Palesa and Benjamin Moshatama
on Channel Africa.
Since 1947, the matter never settled. You be what I be get to. My ability loan ya one lenu. Better recognize. Greatest of all time. No other name then go call mine. As I they shut it, I'm not nice. Monday, Dada. Tuesday, Dada. Wednesday, Dada. As long as I jalaba. And they call me the Godfather. Move like an Italian. Have you ever seen a nigga like moi? Each and every lady wanna give me mwah. When they smoke weed, when they smoke cigar. Now we there, I try to move on. I know two pass King Solomon. I get high, I try to. You know like me, what do more? My guys is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. But the sky start falling down. I'm still your daddy.
Oh, Lily, Fala. My pretty Maliami. I'm single, follow on me. My jetty color. Wait to lose along on me. And you never call on me. What I love on me. Wait to love on me. I pray, call on me. Could you go on me? Call on me. My name is Jesus, one of them. I should be wrong, I call on my body with all of me. Keep up on my social life. Yap, I used to love her. Jiggy jiggy bang, tell him solo on me. Wait to love on me. I'm a melu used to go. Alango banga na matala. I'm a kiss, I'm a cause savana. Let's go let go taba. Shivirim, shiviram, shiviriram, shay. You really cool boom. This young a play. So battle lo manga me. Yo yo.
On Talaba. Tuesday, Talaba. Wednesday, Talaba. As long as I jalaba. And they call me the Godfather. Move like an Italian.
Start your day right with Channel Africa Breakfast.
That's delicious.
Live, 5 days a week.
Is it the
that I don't give? Is it the man that I don't miss? Is the song why we get along? Or am I coming on a little strong? Is it the way this dress unzips? Is it the girls that I came with? Cause the more that they tell me don't, is the more that it turn me on. I can't leave, I can't leave. Leave you alone with your eyes on me, no. I can't leave, I can't leave. Dancing alone to look right on me, yeah. I can't leave, I can't leave. Leave you alone with your eyes on me, no. I can't leave, I can't leave. Dancing alone to look right on me. Is it wrong that I wanna get right? Wanna get right with you? Is it wrong that I wanna get right? Wanna get right? Is it the cup when it leaves my lips that got me thinking things like this? Like what it's like when you take me home, and what it's like when you take it off. Is it the ideas that I like, or do I really wanna make you mine? Or do we leave it all on the floor? Either way, I need a little more. I can't leave, I can't leave. Leave you alone with your eyes on me, no. I can't leave, I can't leave. Dancing alone to look right on me, yeah. I can't leave, I can't leave. Leave you alone with your eyes on me, no. I can't leave, I can't leave. Dancing alone to look right on me. Is it wrong that I wanna get right? Wanna get right with you? Is it wrong that I wanna get right? Wanna get right with you? Is it wrong that I wanna get right? Wanna get right with you? Is it wrong that I wanna get right? Wanna get right with you?
Channel Africa and you have got something in common. The thirst for knowledge.
Yeah, it's a nice triple play here on Channel Africa. This one Bawa coming through by Jar Master. Before that, gave you Is It with Tyler. Of course, that's our girl. And the Jwala Bam remix with Tito M, Yape, Burna Boy, and Snare. Wrapping up the first hour of On the Move. Still the 4-hour edition because we are still feeling a little festive and we are making sure that you are getting into the swing of the new year just nicely before we actually go back to normal programming. Let's go back to our news desk and enter the second hour.
Get Channel Africa on DSTV Audio Bouquet. Channel 802. SABC News. The African Perspective.
Top stories: Asawa, China's top diplomat, embarks on an annual tour of Africa, and Pope Leo is hosting cardinals from around the world today. Good morning. I'm Jolani Tulo Wepe. China's top diplomat has embarked on an annual tour of Africa, focusing on strategic trade access across Eastern and Southern Africa. This comes as Beijing seeks to secure key shipping routes and resource supply lines. Foreign Minister Wang Yi will travel to Ethiopia, Africa's fastest growing large economy, Somalia in the Horn of Africa, offering access to key global shipping lines, Tanzania, a logistics hub linking minerals-rich Central Africa to the Indian Ocean, and Lesotho, a small economy squeezed by U.S. trade measures. His trip this year runs until the 12th of January. South Africa's African National Congress Party turns 114 today. Africa's oldest liberation movement led South Africa to democracy 30 years ago but lost favour over the years. It now governs with a coalition of minority parties. In preparation for the local government elections this year, the party's top officials have been engaged in grassroots mobilisation in some parts of the Northwest province plagued by deep-rooted governance and capacity challenges. Ndebo Mokobo reports.
For the past few days, the ANC leadership rolled out a focus program in a bid to reconnect with communities, listening to their concerns and interacting with traditional leaders ahead of the main celebrations, as President Ramaphosa explains.
We always go on a pilgrimage to go and see those who lead our people in a variety of ways, and we do so that we can also hear some of the challenges that our people are facing in this area.
The president will also visit Kgosi Raseboni in Phela later this morning and went to lay a wreath at the grave of the late ANC Treasurer General and SACP General Secretary Moses Kotane.
The National Consumer Commission in South Africa has announced the recall of a specific batch of non-Special Pro HA infant formula sold across the country and exported to Namibia and Eswatini. The affected product is the 800-gram tin intended for babies aged 0 to 12 months with the batch number 5166072F3. The recall follows concerns of the possible presence of cerulide, a toxin which poses a food safety risk. Consumers are urged to return the product to the place of purchase for a full refund. Several organizations will today convene at the U.S. Embassy in Pretoria, South Africa, to protest against the attacks on Venezuela. Many citizens across the globe have been taking to the streets in support of Caracas after the U.S. military operation in Venezuela. Ditaba Tsodetsi reports.
Many countries have denounced the U.S. military action in Venezuela. They say Donald Trump's administration has no right to attack a sovereign state and forcefully remove its president. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has been held in America waiting to be taken through court processes after allegations were leveled against him of drug trafficking by Donald Trump. Today, organizations will meet in Pretoria to add their voices on the developments in Venezuela. In Colombia, protesters also embarked on demonstrations after Trump threatened a military action in that country.
And finally, Pope Leo is hosting cardinals from around the world for the first consistory of his papacy to discuss important matters that the Catholic Church is facing. The second and final day of the meeting today will begin with a mass at St. Peter's Basilica. The BBC's Cecilia Sala has the story.
Until now, Pope Leo's focused on finishing commitments left by Pope Francis, including a trip to the Middle East and events linked to the Catholic Church's Holy Year. With those duties now complete, the gathering marks what the Pope has called the start of a new era. While the agenda has not been made public, Vatican sources say cardinals are pushing for a stronger voice in running the Church worldwide. That debate carries over from the previous papacy, when Pope Francis was often criticized for a firm, centralized style of leadership.
Recapping the top story, the Sawa, China's top diplomat, has embarked on an annual tour of Africa, focusing on strategic trade access across Eastern and Southern Africa. For any news stories you would like to share with us, please do send an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +27 11 714 4459. For Channel Africa News, I'm Jolani Tulo Webe.
SABC News. The African Perspective. Download the SABC app and take Channel Africa with you everywhere you go. On the Move with Benjamin and Palesa every weekday on Channel Africa. The African Perspective.
All right, we're moving into our second hour of On the Move right here on Channel Africa, and we've got great conversation still coming up. Stay in touch. Remember, we want you to be part of the Channel Africa family or environment. Remember, we are on social media everywhere. Use that handle at Channel Africa 1 on X, on TikTok, on Threads, on Instagram. You can find us there. Also, that YouTube page as well uses the same handle at Channel Africa 1, where you can check out our streams every day. We're getting back to that live streaming, so you can check out whatever show you're listening to. You can really see what's happening in the studio as well. Well, what's coming up on the show? We're going to be speaking on what we have all been experiencing this holiday season. People have been everywhere. We had to socialize, we had to be there for others. There's been some moments where we had to kind of just dedicate time to even our family members, but it can be tiring. There's something that we're going to be talking about called social fatigue today. What does it really look like? Is it a must that you feel this way? Is it a bad thing that you feel this way? Or is it a signal of something that you need to kind of be aware of? And how do you protect your energy around that feeling?
Yeah. Also, how do you communicate these feelings, right? Do you even know that you have social fatigue? Or just like the first conversation when we were speaking about soft skills, are you one of those people who have a very big difficulty saying no when it's time for social events, even when you have social fatigue? So I'm looking forward to hearing a little bit of that. In the next hour of the show, we're also going to be looking at a conversation we had last year, speaking about overstepping boundaries, but more than anything, speaking about the connection, especially on WhatsApp, right? We're always on our WhatsApp. What does overstepping boundaries on that app actually look like? Stay with us at Channel Africa 1. Join our live streams on YouTube. We are Channel Africa 1 there. Don't forget to subscribe before going into the live stream. And of course, on Facebook, follow us there as well. We are live and you can see what we're up to in these studios.
Bad man. Hey, you're bad man. Yeah. Say what's on my mind. Me, I got no time. Nobody can stop. Waiting God design. Me, I'm not the pastor, me, I love them who wine. The boy know they entitled, if you treat me right, it's fine. Right. Wine for me, sexy girl, then wine for me. Right now, me no got no time to keep no dirty company. Only positivity, no bad energy. I live my life the way I want, to owe no one apology. Yeah. Rain, go away. Come back and fall another day. Me, I know my fellas and my people want to play. Nobody really care what I hate, I got to say. Rain, go away. Come back and fall another day. Cause me, I know my fellas and my people want to play. Nobody really care what I hate, I got to say. I say day or day, make I day my day. Day or day, oh. Nobody worry, nobody recommend. Day or day, my brother, day or day, make I day my day. Make I day my day. Day or day,
Come back and fall another day. Me and all my fellas and my people wanna play. Nobody really care what I hate I got to say. Hey, go away. Come back and fall another day. Me and all my fellas and my people wanna play. Nobody really
Hey, this is Timaya with Day Your Day, taking us to 10 minutes past 9 o'clock Central African time. The best music on the continent. That's what we do right here on Channel Africa.
Africa Update on Channel Africa with Lulu Kabu.
Congolese President Felix Tshisekedi has now accused Rwanda of violating the peace deal. Are you surprised at this latest accusation? This is literally days after a signing a ceremony, so to speak.
This is not surprising. I mean, if you ask Paul Kagame, he would also say almost the same thing. One should ask a question. The broker of the peace deal, President Trump, what is it that he wants? Why now? And why is this peace deal being signed in the Americas and not in the Great Lakes? Paul Kagame has never respected Tshisekedi, as often say. Tshisekedi must deal with the problems in his country. He has nothing to do with it. So this peace deal, obviously, when it was signed, one just looked at it and said, this will not last.
Kenny Matiba, former journalist.
Africa Update with Lulu Kabu, 12 to 1 p.m. Central African Time. The rhythm of Africa, the pulse of the continent. This is Channel Africa, the African perspective.
What's up? This is KL, Mr. K. Thomas Connor Garden. Right now, you are listening to Channel Africa.
Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Mañana garikoti mo marame. You been the one, my love. Diamond walk molly. Chinelli ne wash the coli. Onge vegale simplicity. Bimbo like el poli. Your ex-man looking at me funny, you know, cause you do me. Mong I'm jelly go to my sing I'm different thing funny boo. Nyazo song, marang nandaba. I can put you on. Wanna go nyala, tangle in the mouth. I'm on just my London. Speaking up a share, see him at London. Baby, want me. Mas lila na mono, my kel one sweet. Better tell him it's more than love, this land and see. Lo lie, belle super. Bigger when I wait, don't never look back. I shall it pass, you told me long time. Cause you know I want you.
You talk to me, bege. Eba sihlukanisa uthando lugcwele ngicela ubapheke izitele ozigcwele ungavumi izingene athi ngikusele athi ngikusele uthando lakho okay mina ngawe ngigcwele ngiyakutshela sange bangifaka umoya ngawe ngayifela mangithi ngiyaphuma ngifuna amasela uze wena nomndeni wami nibedese dala ngikufuna ngayithela manje usungo wami inhliziyo ifudumele phela amaphutha ngalingasitest njalo manginawe ngizizwa ngiphelele ngithi uthanda mina phela kungashintshi yangisanganisa fana nawe angekaphinda bekhona kulelizwe kukho nokudisa ngathi ngikuhlile ungenza ngibize ngithi uthanda mina phela kungashintshi yangisanganisa singanqoba nebhizi ngayihlanganisa kukho nokudisa ngathi ngikuhlile ungenza ngiphile ngithatha ungibeke eba sihlukanisa uthando lugcwele ngicela ubapheke izitele ozigcwele ungavumi izingene athi ngikusele athi ngikusele athi ngikusele uthando lakho lumenza ngishelela
Angicabanga wena njalo sengaba novalo oh baby lalela isikhalo outside take me I know outside lami luzokula njalo mana ngijabula njalo without you girl I feel incomplete I'm trying to fall back take the lead I'm trying my best can't you see I got you anything no
Oh baby, go insane.
All right, man, that's K.O. Young Stunner and Blackie on that one, titled Sete. It's 15 minutes past 9 o'clock Central African time. We're moving into the second hour conversation here on The Move. We love people. We love being with them. It's a way of us actually not isolating ourselves, but that human connection ignites something within every one of us. But most of the time, we also need some time to recharge. The exhaustion that comes from always being on, always being available, always being expected to show up with your energy. It may have a name. It may be called social fatigue. We talk about what social fatigue really looks like right now, why it has become so common, and also how to protect your energy. Nikki Saberini joins us, a well-being and breathwork practitioner. Thank you, Nikki, for joining us right here on Channel Africa.
Thank you so much for having me. Hi, Benjamin. Hi, Palesa. Lovely to be on the show.
Fantastic. Come on, help us to woosa. I love the fact that you're a breath work practitioner. Let's start there. Wait a little bit. We need to start afresh. It's a new year, Nikki. So how do we start the year with good breathing? I'm going to just be offbeat right now. Where do we start?
Should we just do this? Should we take a collective, beautiful inhale and sigh?
Yes, let's do it.
Do we do it? Let's inhale together through the nose and let's just sigh. And as you sigh, relax, let go. You feel that?
Feeling it. Feels so good.
Permission to stay. There we go. That's how we start the year.
Fantastic, Nikki.
One lovely collective sigh, because the breath can change how we feel.
Absolutely.
So when we use the breath properly, we can really, really shift the way we feel. So I suppose that's a good way to start. We want to feel energized. We want to feel balanced. We want to feel regulated for 2026. We want to feel like we've got charged batteries. We don't have to go outside of ourselves. We can go inside and we can access the breath.
Oh, I love that. It's a good way to start this conversation. We've been moving up and down during the December holidays, and just, practically you have to be there for others during that time. You trying to connect as much as you can. Maybe you had a busy schedule at work and you couldn't really connect, but it does get a lot where you just feel that social fatigue. Could you describe it for us? Is it a good thing or a bad thing, and what is it?
Such a great question, especially this time of the year, because we're just coming out of December and the festive season. We look forward to it the whole year. We're buying presents, we're arranging these meals, and there's all this wonderful pressure and excitement. And now we're all feeling what it is to experience social fatigue. And Benjamin, you said something very interesting in the introduction, that connection is so important because we're social beings. We are wired for connection. So if we start in answer to that question, going right to the beginning, it's how we're wired. It's how we survive. It's how we've always survived. We've survived as social creatures. We want to be a part of something bigger so that we can hunt together, look after one another, protect one another. And that wiring hasn't changed. We're still like that. So we're wired for connection.
It's harder, Nikki, around this time of the year because December was just around the corner, and it is the maximum time for socializing. And sometimes even the best of the social butterflies can feel a little bit tired by this time of the year. So I want us to look at this in two folds, because I'm pretty sure it's a good conversation for many people who need to understand what they're feeling right now. But there are people as well who feel the social fatigue, even if it's not January, even if they didn't socialize a lot. There are people who generally have a very short battery. So I want to start with those who are experiencing the social fatigue at this time of the year. What are some of the indicating factors that tell you, hey, maybe I have social fatigue. Maybe I should say no to the next coffee date, to the next gathering, anything that has to do with people, and I should just be by myself.
Yeah, so it would come out as physical manifestations. You're going to feel exhausted. Sometimes you may feel withdrawn. You may feel irritable. You may be in a state of overthinking, overanalyzing. You may feel that you've lost a lot of self-confidence. and just really this feeling of wanting to isolate and to be on your own. You know, there's a very big difference between the introvert and the extrovert. And I think you're talking about the merging and there's also the scale, right? So the introvert gets energy from being on their own, and the extrovert gets energy from being with other people. So they're going to respond differently to this. But you're 100% right, because when you're talking about social fatigue, perhaps not after December, perhaps just during the year, you know, we're looking at a nervous system, and we're looking at how the nervous system works. And the way we respond to being with people socially, believe it or not, is not a mind thing. It has to do with our nervous system, and it has to do with our emotional patterns. And that's really an interesting way of looking at it. So sometimes, let's say you are getting together with someone, or you're going into a meeting, or it is a work function, or it's a family function, and you're more of an introvert. You know, this would bring out a lot of feelings of anxiety. You know you're going to have to be conversational. You know you're going to have to be switched on. You know you have to do all of the things that you may not be comfortable doing. And what is that? What signals within you? Stress. There is a threat. I'm doing something I don't want to be doing it. You're not consciously thinking that. Some of us may be consciously thinking that. And even when we are the social butterfly or the extrovert, and we are having to put on this kind of facade sometimes, you know, some of us are people pleasers, some of us are perfectionists. We want it all to be perfect. So just understand that when you're operating on that level, the nervous system can become overused, overextended. And so ultimately what you do when you talk about social fatigue, you can even hit social burnout. You are physically and emotionally exhausted.
Okay,
So
Nikki,
that's
we're
how
going to
you
take a bit of a break quickly. Sorry to cut you off there. We'll deal with that. How do you know more about this nervous system? I've heard people talk about the nervous system, and sometimes it's easy to talk about it, but you don't know what are the physical manifestations of knowing that the nervous system is not in a good space. We'll deal with that after the break. Just stay there, Nikki. You're helping us a lot. We'll continue the conversation after the break.
Channel Africa is evolving, and so are you. Stay connected wherever you are with our brand new website and mobile app. Stream your favorite shows, catch up on African news, culture, and conversations, all at your fingertips.
Africa is just a tap away.
Your world, your stories, now on the go.
Stay connected wherever you are.
Visit channelafrica.co.za or download the Channel Africa app today. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Step into the heart of the day on the move with Palesa and Benjamin.
Maybe you were a social butterfly throughout your December period, and now even the thought of connecting with anyone makes you feel like, oh, I really don't want to do that. We're speaking about social fatigue, what it actually looks like, and why it's become so common. Nikki Seberini is a well-being and breathwork practitioner who continues to join us in this conversation. Nikki, you know, you kept saying the word nervous system, and especially these days in the world of social media, we hear so many words that sound like buzzwords. The last time I knew of a nervous system before this particular age was in biology, so we know that it's part of our bodies. But how do we actually interact with our nervous system, and how does it tell us that we may have social fatigue?
Oh my goodness, what a great question. And you're so right. I mean, everyone's talking about the nervous system. The nervous system is really the lens through which we experience the world. You've got your brain, you've got your nerves, you're interacting, you're processing all the information coming at you. So you can understand that when your nervous system is balanced and it's working, how are you going to feel? You're going to feel balanced. You're going to feel like there is this gap between being activated and responding. So you mentioned earlier, not just reacting, you're responding. So that's when you have a well-balanced nervous system, then you can approach social engagements, professional engagements, and you feel balanced. Now, in a society where we are highly stressed, which is really where we are today. And if we're talking about social fatigue, we're talking about being switched on all the time, having to laugh, having to be conversational, having to do the right thing, create the right thing. That creates stress in the body. So as soon as, yes?
Yeah, please keep going.
Okay, so just to explain to your audience, with the nervous system, you've got this nervous system, because there are a few parts of it, the autonomic, but I'm not going to go into that. So just think about a stress response and think about a relaxation response. So when you feel that there is a threat, and a threat could be the fact that you've got a meeting coming up, the fact that you are responding to an email, it could even be a dinner party that you've arranged, or that wonderful Christmas lunch that you arranged, that can be a threat. And then you have a threat response. So what does that mean? It means you've got more adrenaline and cortisol, the body changes, the brain changes, you go more to the emotional part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex goes offline. There are a whole lot of things. There's a whole emotional and physiological cascade that happens. And then what normally and what should happen is, as soon as the stress is over, the relaxation response kicks in. And that's how we balance our system. And relaxation, everything then comes back online. The brain starts working properly. And that's ideally how we should be working. There's stress response and there's relaxation. And you'd go to breathing, amazingly, every time you inhale, you're activating stress. And every time you exhale, you're activating relaxation. So you realize that when you're breathing properly, what are you doing? You're promoting a balanced nervous system. So when your nervous system isn't balanced, how does it feel? Wow. Feel out of breath. Sometimes we hold our breath. Sometimes we're breathing high up in the shoulders. We can feel our heart rate increasing. We can feel a dry mouth. There are so many things, and we become more emotional. We become more reactive.
Yeah.
We are easily triggered, right? That is an overstimulated nervous system.
Okay,
So
but then why? Sorry
feel
to cut you
oneself-
off there,
No,
because
no problem.
I just want us to bring us back to the conversation of where we are. Because someone said, guys, we're not talking about the nervous system. We're actually talking about this social anxiety and this social disconnection that we feel with this fatigue that we are feeling. So how are these related, this nervous system conversation connecting to how we relate to those around us?
Okay, so as I said, it's through the nervous system that we are responding to the world. And that's why more and more people are talking about the nervous system, because they're seeing that actually it's the root cause of many of the ailments that we experience and the reactive behavior that we have.
Sure.
So social anxiety, if we analyze social anxiety, and if we bring it in a way where you're, let's say, entertaining people, there is a core emotion attached to that interaction that you're about to have with someone. So perhaps, as I said, if you are the perfectionist and you're having your mother-in-law over and your whole family over, you want to make sure that that dinner is perfect, and you want to make sure that what you've arranged is outstanding. There is pressure to produce perfection. That creates stress in the body. There's an emotional debt that you pay whenever you put yourself in that stressful environment. If you have a meeting at work, perhaps you have a new boss, right? And again, you want to really be able to show this boss that you know the work, or the presentation that you're going to give is the right presentation. There is stress and anxiety. It's a normal reaction.
Yeah.
Stress is not a bad thing. Stress is a good thing. It gets us creative and thinking. It's when we can't switch it off. So when we're continually in situations where we're uncomfortable, where we push ourselves too far, where we feel threatened, so it doesn't have to be the lion in the bush. Threatened can be social engagements, work, physical ailments that threaten us. It destabilizes the nervous system. So as I said right at the beginning, we think that social anxiety is something to do with, okay, well, I've got to talk myself into this. And talking yourself into it is important, but really where you're holding it is in your nervous system and in your emotional patterns. So those emotional patterns go all the way back from really developmental stages of our lives where we created patterns in order to cope with things that were happening, whether they were good or whether they were bad. We will go into that, but it certainly defines our emotional patterns. So when there's an external threat, which could be a dinner party, which could be ongoing cocktail parties where we have to be switched on all the time.
Yeah.
Or if we are the introvert and it's terribly painful for us to have to give off that energy, the nervous system becomes threatened. So I always say, before we deal with anything, let's just deal with what's happening in the body and let's deal with the nervous system, which is what you were saying, but how does it feel? So that's where we go first.
All right, I love that. We'll leave it there, Nikki. And I think the most important thing is actually listening to your body, listening to your spirit before you engage, before you try and do something. Is actually, trying to figure out where you are first before you put yourself out there in engagements that you don't particularly want to be with. Really quickly, Nikki, where can we go to find you?
You can go to my website, nikkiseberini.com.
Thank you so much. That's Nikki Seberini, Wellbeing and Breathwork Practitioner. Speaking about social fatigue, are you starting to say no to, social gatherings, or maybe even like coffee or tea with a friend? Maybe even locking yourself in your room with your family because you just don't want to engage? Let us know at Channel Africa 1 or our WhatsApp number +27 63406 9126. It's 9:30. Let's get our latest sports news.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
First up, we begin with cricket news. Former Proteas spin bowler Paul Adams says the team can put their faith in Keshav Maharaj at the upcoming T20 World Cup, despite not featuring much on the recent tour of the subcontinent. The 2026 tournament will be held in India and Sri Lanka from the 7th of February, and Adams expects Maharaj to be one of the key players for South Africa. He believes there's no need to panic over the form of the team's premier spin bowler, begging him to rise to the occasion.
Yeah, sometimes it can be tough. T20 cricket is all about how it is going on your day. But he's got the experience, and big tournaments, a lot of big players lift themselves, and they bring the moment for the occasion. So for me, Keshav has got a vast array of experience. He's one of our premier spin bowlers, and he'll bring calmness within that dressing room and from his leadership aspects as well.
The 48-year-old, who featured for South Africa between 1995 to 2004, says the team's success at the World Cup will depend on how individual players hit the right form at the right time.
Yeah, senior team announced that. I think everyone's excited always for a T20 World Cup. Last time it was a close one up against India out in the West Indies. I think this side again, we're excited to see how we go about it. I think there's quite a few world beaters, and we've seen them over the last few years, and I think at different, either at tournaments or at international matches, how they can win a game. For me, these tournaments is all about who's going into form at that very moment in time as a team, and they can be the team right at the top.
Australia won the final Ashes test against England by 5 wickets to seal a dominant 4-1 victory after a grueling series, sending the retiring Usman Khawaja out on a high. The Navy hosts saw wickets tumble as they chased their 160 target, which they reached after lunch on day 5, with Cameron Green not out 22 and Alex Carey on 16 at the Sydney Cricket Ground. For England, it was the final chapter in a miserable series. Australia lost openers Travis Head and Jake Weatherhead, along with the captain Steve Smith and Khawaja, who made 6 in his final knock before retirement. Manas Labuschagne dropped on 20, compiled 37 before needlessly running himself out to give Ben Stokes' men a flicker of hope as they reduced Australia to 121 for 5. But victory was never seriously in doubt after England were dismissed for 342 on the back of Jacob Bethel's stylish 154. Onto motor racing, Saudi Arabia's Dakar Rally champion Yazid Al-Raji declared an end to his title defense and withdrew as South African Henk Lategan dominated the fourth stage for Toyota and took over at the top. Al-Raji had been struggling from the start in his customer entry Toyota Hilux and was already 19th when he withdrew with technical issues 234 kilometers into the 452 kilometers part of a 2-day marathon stage around Al-Ula. And finally, with tennis news, Coco Gauff pulled off double duty to drag defending champions the United States into the United Cup semi-finals, while world number 2 Iga Swiatek did her bit for Poland. Fourth-ranked Gauff, who suffered a surprise defeat last time out, put the United States on their way in the quarterfinal against Greece with a 6-3, 6-2 win over former world number 3 Maria Sakkari in Perth. That's Maria Sakkari, who lost against her opponent, will now face another daunting task against Iga Swiatek. And the Australia, with the winner facing the United States, will be in a place in Sunday's final. For any stories you'd like to share with us, send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +2711 714 4459. This is Channel Africa Sport with me, Fide Lungwati.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective. We are on Open Views Audio Bouquet. Channel 628. No fairy tales, just the facts and the music you love on Channel Africa.
To get my money off it. Hanky panky, molasses panky. Molasses panky. I rise like the phoenix. I rise. Talos of one purple, so woman. Talos of one purple, so woman. Like woman. To get my money up there. Hanky panky, molasses panky. To get my money
plenty. I just got another, I'm sure you wonder. Hampexi malunga mapagete. Donkey bunky, I got plenty. I just got another, I'm sure you wonder. Hampexi malunga mapagete.
That's the incredible Niniola being featured on this one, titled Banky Banky by Oskido. It's 9:39 Central Africa time. We're speaking about social fatigue. Do you have it? Do you feel like I just can't do people anymore? I think in general, I'm the kind of person who has a little bit of social fatigue or maybe even social anxiety. And I'm the kind of person, like, I'll be having a good old time, whether it's with family or friends or anyone. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm having such a good time. And then I just shut down. I feel like I have a battery, like, in my body. When every time I'm spending this time together, the battery just keeps getting lower, just like on your phone. And then when my battery is completely low, I just can't do it anymore. I just want to go home now. And now it's happening to a lot of people because you spend so much of your time interacting with people, enjoying people's company and, you know, doing the December thing and the festive thing. And now for each and every invite, you're like, oh, I wish I didn't have to. But when will your battery fill up again for you to go back to being social? So let me know if you think you have a social fatigue. At Channel Africa 1 is where you can find us. We're also streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube.
Conversations are happening, and Channel Africa is at the heart of them. We tell the African story with clarity, pride, and purpose, reaching audiences that matter to your brand. Partner with us and connect your business with listeners across borders in multiple languages and markets. For partnership opportunities, sponsorship, or sales, email us at partnership@channelafrica.co.za. Channel Africa, the African perspective. As the sun rises on 2026, Channel Africa celebrates with you. This year, may prosperity flow like water. May unity strengthen our nations. And may every African story inspire the world.
Channel Afrique vous accompagne dans cette célébration. Que l'espoir illumine notre continent.
Que as vozes de África ecoem com orgulho.
From all of us at Channel Africa, we wish you and yours a joyful, successful, and prosperous 2026.
Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Channel Africa and you have got something in common. The thirst for knowledge.
She don't want a Gucci design, cause she do me something that time. See my body like your wine, cause she do me something that time. She don't want Gucci design, cause she do me something that time. My body like your wine, cause she do me something that time. I go loco, give me a chat, me I go solo. Busy like a tam 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 tam. Jumani ma sham 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 sham. I go loco, give me a chat, me I go solo. Busy like a tam 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 tam. Jumani ma sham 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 sham. My soul, my coco, to pick a coco, one popo, io so. My coco, my soul, my soul, my soul, my coco, to pick a coco, one popo, io so. My coco, my soul, my soul. A DJ, din cinema, a din cinema, a DJ, a din cinema, a DJ man, something cinema, a DJ man, pop, 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 cinema, a DJ man, pop.
Benjamin Moshatama and Palesa on the move.
She don't wanna Gucci design, cause she do me something that time. Say my body liking your wine, cause she do me something that time. She don't want Gucci design, cause she do me something that time. Body liking your wine, cause she do me something that time. I go loco, give me a mimi, I go solo. Busy like a tam 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 tam. Jumani ma sham 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 sham. I go loco, give me a mimi, I go solo. Busy like a tam 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 tam. Jumani ma sham 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 sham. DJ Dinselema, a Dinselema, a DJ Sela Dinselema, a DJ Man Dinselema, a DJ Man Dinselema, a DJ Man Dinselema, DJ Dinselema, a Dinselema, a DJ Sela Dinselema, a DJ Man Dinselema, a DJ Man
Benjamin Moshatama and Palesa on the move.
Keep on the ball. Yes,
It's the kids, baby.
Napenda kuhesabu namba, 1, 2, 3. Napenda kuhesabu namba, 1, 2, 3.
Namba moja, namba mbili, namba tatu, namba nne, namba tano, namba sita, namba saba, namba nane. Namba moja, namba mbili, namba tatu, namba nne, namba tano, namba sita, namba saba, namba nane. Kama utani mtoto kanambia mama, kama utani mtoto kasogea kando, kama utani mtoto katoa na password, kama utani mtoto kanipea namba, kinamba 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 namba. Namba moja, namba mbili, namba tatu, namba nne, namba tano, namba sita, namba saba, namba nane. Namba moja, namba mbili, namba tatu, namba nne, namba tano, namba sita, namba saba, namba nane.
Jana nilileo
Hey, we're getting some new tunes in the new year. Get number.
Like it. I like it. I like it.
Aye. We're still in December mode right here on Channel Africa. That's Bill Nas featuring G Nako and Wozu and Apuki and DJ Juicy on that one. And you heard Musa Keys and Louis with the classic, modern classic, let's call it a modern classic, Salim. It takes us to 49 minutes past 9 o'clock Central African time. Hey, do you ever feel the need to separate yourself from the crowd and you're like, you know what? I've had enough time. I've paid my dues. You know, I get like that sometimes, but I know people who are like, you know what? I can't be by myself. I always want to be with people. Whenever I feel like I'm just in an isolated place, I want to connect. Which one of the two are you? Let us know on our WhatsApp number, +2763 406 9126. You can give us your voice note or you can text us on that one. It's 9:50 Central African time. This is Channel Africa.
Across Africa, communities rise with the promise of clean water and clean sanitation. The African Union's 2026 theme calls us to action.
It's about mobilizing real commitments, securing climate-resilient water and sanitation projects, and ensuring that water becomes a driver of sustainable development and prosperity across the continent.
A landmark moment, not only for Africa, but for the global movement for access to safe water for all.
Assuring sustainable water availability for every home, every village, every nation. This is the Africa we want.
Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Ahoy, matey!
Captain here to help, right, boys?
Set sail with us on a digital voyage like no other. Channel Africa has a treasure trove of awesomeness. That is our website and social media pages.
Tell me, why are you here?
We want you to be part of our adventure.
The winds are changing, Captain. And this time...
Imagine a world where curiosity knows no bounds, where entertainment meets enlightenment, and where every click leads to the African perspective. Visit us on our website, www.channelafrica.co.za, or follow us on Instagram, or on X at Channel Africa 1. Go on, like us on Facebook at Channel Africa 1. So, spread the word. Tell a friend that Channel Africa's online variety is what they need on the web. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Tune in and turn up the volume. This is Channel Africa.
Vacation, baby, come to Dubai. I'm a Uje Bongo Kilimanjaro, one in Masai. I want you, I love you, man. I want your pot in a China. Ooh, nana, you're so pretty, nana. When you shake your nana, I wanna touch your nana. You're so beautiful, cute face just like your mama. Kiuno nataka kiuno na ichoka kupa mama eti nataka aki. We got strong bonding, baby you're my zombie. I go bite your neck, still I fight, baby I'm your zombie. baby.
No time to waste. Be on the move with Benjamin Moshatama and Palesa.
I don't know if I'm wrong to call this one of Ben's favorites. Hallelujah. Tekla Tzadik. You absolutely love her, I think. Do you?
Yeah, I'll take your word for it, buddy.
That was titled Yelebe. Before that gave you Salima Chika with Songi Songi. It's the last final minute for this hour of the show, going into the next. More conversations that will be happening over there. In the meantime, go and join us on our different social media platforms. Also, where are you during this transitional era, right? We're transitioning from the holidays back into the new year. So maybe you're still on your last week of holiday. Lucky you. We all wish we were you. And you're still relaxing and having a good all social time. Or maybe it's your first week at work. We're also looking forward to hearing from you as well. At Channel Africa 1, find us on www.channelafrica.co.za, on the Channel Africa app and our audio bouquets, DSTV channel 802 and OpenView HD channel 628. Let's head on over into the next hour of the show. It's 10 a.m. Central Africa time.
SABC News. The African Perspective.
Top stories this hour. China's top diplomat embarks on an annual tour of Africa, and more information emerging on the weight loss injections. Good morning. I'm Jolani Tulo Ngwepe. China's top diplomat has embarked on an annual tour of Africa focusing on strategic trade access across eastern and southern Africa. This comes as Beijing seeks to secure key shipping routes and resource supply lines. Foreign Minister Wang Yi will travel to Ethiopia, Africa's fastest growing large economy, Somalia in the Horn of Africa, offering access to key global shipping lanes, Tanzania, a logistics hub linking minerals-rich Central Africa to the Indian Ocean, and Lesotho, a small economy squeezed by U.S. trade measures. His trip this year runs until the 12th of January. A lobby group has proposed an increase in South Africa's legal drinking age from 18 to either 21 or even 23. Gatekeeper South Africa has written to President Cyril Ramaphosa, citing the country's struggles with alcohol abuse and its link to domestic violence, drunk driving and other risks. Despite previous proposals, little progress has been made to take the suggestion forward. Maurice Smithers is the coordinator of working on an alcohol-safer South Africa, which previously suggested the increase in drinking age.
We would always support a raise of the age from 18 to 21, which is in the stalled liquor amendment bill from 2016. The 23 would be even better, and that would be for two reasons. One is that there is research that has shown that the earlier people start to drink, the more likely they are to have problems with alcohol later on. There's also evidence that brain development continues into well in the 20s. We all know alcohol can have an impact on brain development. So therefore, if you start drinking later, it obviously has less potential for having an effect on the brain.
Education activist Hendrik Makaneta believes escalating private school fees are threatening to widen the gap between the poor and the rich in South Africa. He expressed concern on the exorbitant fees that some private schools are charging. This comes ahead of the start of the 2026 academic year. The average cost at the top 10 most expensive school in just over $24,000 per year, suggesting that a full 5-year high school period could cost parents at least $123,000 per child. Makaneta says this raises serious questions about affordability and access to quality education.
While private schools are entitled to set their own fees, the recent increases have really outpaced inflation. Education should be a public good and a cornerstone of social and economic development. And once excessive fees are charged, there is a risk of deepening inequality in society. There is an urgent need to be more transparent regarding how schools charge their fees. South Africa's future depends on an education system that is accessible. Escalating private school fees threatens to widen the gap between the rich and the poor.
Zambia has ditched plans to extend its International Monetary Fund loan program before the scheduled expiration at the end of this month. An IMF spokesperson says authorities initially requested a 1-year extension of the Extended Credit Facility or ECF arrangement, but have since informed the IMF team that they will not pursue this option. The program was agreed in 2022 to help Zambia restore debt sustainability after its 2020 default. The sixth and final review under the arrangement is expected to be considered by the fund's executive board at the end of January. No reason has been given for the decision. And finally, scientists in Britain are warning that people who stop weight loss jabs can rapidly regain the weight 4 times faster than if it's lost through dieting alone. Researchers at the University of Oxford looked at clinical trials of different weight loss treatments involving 9,000 people. The BBC's James Reid has the story.
Patients given Wegovy and Mounjaro lost 15 kilograms on average, but those who then stopped the medication put 10 kilograms back on over the next year and were projected to return to their original size within 18 months. That weight gain was 4 times faster than for those on a more conventional diet. The researchers say their work suggests some patients may need to stay on the treatment intermittently for life.
Recapping the top story this hour, China's top diplomat has embarked on an annual tour of Africa, focusing on strategic trade access across Eastern and Southern Africa. For any news stories you would like to share with us, please do send an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +27 11 714 4459. For Channel Africa News, I'm Jolani Tulo Wepe.
SABC News. The African Perspective. Get Channel Africa on DSTV Audio Bouquet. Channel 802. On the Move with Benjamin and Palesa every weekday on Channel Africa. The African Perspective.
It's hour 3. This is On the Move right here on Channel Africa. You are in the right place if you're in search of the African perspective. And of course, myself, Palesa Tau, and Benjamin Moshatama are here to make sure that we facilitate those conversations that we're having today. It's been a good 2026 so far, and I know a lot of you are still in between, right? In between the festive season, trying to still get used to being back at work for some, and for others, just trying to figure out how they're going to take on this year. Well, we are still in the festive programming of On the Move in 2026 until the end of this week. So hey, you have 5 minutes to get it together. We're also giving you this 5 minutes, still reflecting on the conversations of 2025 as well as we really sort of settle into the new year. And one of the conversations we had last year, which brought in quite a lot of intrigue. I think it was a really great conversation to have. So go on there to our streaming platforms. You'll actually be able to find some of those conversations there, and you'll be able to still connect and find the conversations that we've always had on our www.channelafrica.co.za. That is our website. WhatsApp, it's a app that we all use. Well, most of us use, especially on the African continent. But there's certain etiquette that some of us are missing out on that we're not actually doing, and sometimes overstepping our boundaries. That's a conversation we had last year, and we'll be looking back at it as we had a conversation with Audrey Imbayago, social media specialist and digital marketer.
Hey, it's a new year. You can still be connecting with us in different ways right here on Channel Africa. Get our mobile app, right? You can find it on any app store. Just search Channel Africa and you can just have us right there in your phone 24/7 every single day. Hey, it's Channel Africa. This is where you get the African perspective. We do it best.
Hashtag On the Move and connect with us.
The president of Pluto. Fire, man.
Desperado, many, my amigo, Balotelli, ladies taking me photo, paparazzi, Don Julio, Don Diami, El Gumedeo, la ni prestaza la as a metra la la El Gumedeo, la ni prestaza la as a metra la 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 it's not the way you see me here because of the way you're talking to me here. Think you see me in the streets of Opa, you see me in the streets of Sapler, you see me you go, you see me tell Joshua, you can talk to me like this. Yeah, I'll be wow. So, Minister of Enjoyment, it's a continental, monumental. Go live forever. Japan not the bank out. At the mat, there must be meta. Smoke is asa. Let me can't forget your mother. Egumedeu la ni pestaza la as a metra la la Egumedeu la ni pestaza la.
Hey, that is Charlie Poppies, Laho. All right, 10 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. We're still in a jovial mood. We hope that you are too. Hey, we'll get back into reflection mode after this and looking at the conversations we had in the year 2025 after our break.
Você é fluente em português? É apaixonado por rádio e quer trabalhar na África do Sul? Você tem documentos que o qualificam para trabalhar na África do Sul? Nesse caso, podemos ter uma oportunidade para você trabalhar no Canal África. Envie seu currículo e demonstração para Canal África at newsroom@channelafrica.co.za. Lembre-se, se você não receber alguma resposta nossa em 14 dias, isso significa que você não foi selecionado. Canal África, a perspectiva africana.
Palesa and Benjamin fuel your day with fresh African perspective on Channel Africa.
Texts, voice notes, video calls, voice calls, blue ticks, all of those are some of the things that we experience almost every day on the app called WhatsApp. This, I think, would be one of the most widely used apps for everybody across the world as we keep in touch with each other, we keep in touch with our loved ones, we keep in touch with friends, we keep in touch with colleagues, their work WhatsApp groups, so we keep in touch with community WhatsApp groups, if it's safe in the area, if something is going on. It really is a way to just keep in touch with the world in general. But there's so many things that can happen there that can even cause rivalry between you and the people that you speak to. So sometimes you get a video call and you're just not a video call kind of person. Even so, a video call from someone you're not even close to, they're not a friend or family. Why do they need to see you in order to communicate? What about a long text that almost looks like a page long and you're like, I'm not going to be able to read all of this. Why can't you just summarize? And that voice note that is about 5 minutes long, that's as long as a full song, maybe even two. Who's going to listen to all of that? We're chatting about WhatsApp etiquette this morning on The Move. Social media expert and digital marketer Audrey Imbeyago joins us on the line. Thank you for your time, Audrey. This is an interesting one because literally almost everybody is on WhatsApp.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Audrey, let's chat about this app, right? It's been very handy, it's been very useful, and it's been a great way to communicate all across the world to people that you love, to people that you know, to even, workspaces have started using this app as a form of communication. Why do you think this app has really grown so much? And, all the time, all these little functions on the app continue to change. But let's just chat about WhatsApp first, right? Why do you think it's become such an important part of our daily lives?
All right, thank you. So the first thing you need to understand about WhatsApp, the main reason why it even became popular was because it was an affordable and accessible way to communicate with the rest of the world at a very cheap rate. If you look at the rates at which when they first launched, internet was very expensive at the time, data was very expensive at the time. But when they brought in WhatsApp, the biggest selling point was that you could send a message at less than 1 kilobyte of your internet data that you had. So that was very convenient for everyone. And even today, when we look at how WhatsApp works, it's always about convenience. It's convenient for you and for the people that you're trying to reach.
You're 100% right when it comes to convenience and pricing. I'll tell you a hack that I used to do in my very, very, very broke days when I couldn't even afford any data. So when I didn't have any data and I wanted to check my WhatsApp messages, I'd switch off my mobile data button, switch it back on, and then all of a sudden messages were getting into my app. So that's how I'd communicate when I had absolutely no money for for data. Thank goodness days are better now. But yeah, as the app has evolved, we're seeing so many functions that have come in, right? The blue tick. So if someone has read your message, it ticks twice, and then when they've seen it, it's blue instead of white. But there's also been security measures that have come in. Let's speak about some of those most used and important security and app features from WhatsApp.
All right. So when it comes to the security measures of WhatsApp, you need to understand two things. There's the business side of WhatsApp, and then there's the personal side of WhatsApp. Now, if for most people, it comes at its default, and people don't normally change their settings unless if they have a specific a message that they're trying to send, or there is a specific use that they have for their phone. Now, let's start with business because that's where most people get it wrong. The personal side is mostly we are friends, so I can do anything on the messaging. But when it comes to business now, business, the most important thing is transparency. And how do you balance between being a business and trying to protect the information, whether of the business or of your audience, and at the same time being able to be transparent with the people that you're trying to communicate with your shareholders, with your customers, with these people who view your business and see it from a distance. Now, with this too, that balance, it comes down to your core values as a business. If you want to be transparent, you're going to have to put in the blue ticks. You're going to have to put in the instant messaging for the away times when you're not available, when you close the business, when you're saying, today I am not at work. You need to put in those measures. You need to create boundaries. Boundaries are very important when it comes to WhatsApp business. Whether it's from you or it's coming towards you, boundaries are very important. Then we have the clear messaging where you know exactly what you're trying to send to people and you make sure that's exactly what you're sending. Because if you don't proofread your message, you might send the wrong message. Typos are a thing, and one typo might make the whole message mean a totally different thing.
I struggle so much with those typos, let me tell you, because I type so fast that there'll always be typos. And thank goodness for the new feature where you can edit your message now.
But unfortunately, you can only edit once. And once you've edited, you can't edit again. Now, what are you going to do when you realize you left another mistake?
Oh, it is what it is at that point.
Yes, but that's when we come to etiquette now. How do you speak to someone when you make such a mistake? Back in the day, we had to do it the hard way, where we didn't have the edit feature, and you had to understand that the tone with which you write a message was very important. You need to be very concise in your messaging. So when you look at the tone, hi, I've sent this message. I meant this, and how this is how I meant to say it. Use the voice note feature, but don't make it too long. If you have a very long message to tell me on the voice feature, it's better to do 1 or 2 minutes, stop the voice note, send another 1 or 2 minutes, stop it, because 5 minutes, 10 minutes of a message, who is going to have the patience to look at that?
You know, I love that you spoke about boundaries, which is really a lot of what this conversation relies on, right? Because there isn't a one size fits all when it comes to WhatsApp. Someone else might really like sending or receiving long voice notes while another person doesn't. And there are people who don't like it when you've deleted messages. I know I've been in trouble a few times because of deleting messages. And so there's so many other things that people on an individual level like and dislike. But how do you set those boundaries? Let's say someone that's not that close to you video calls you, and you know that you only video call either with one person or only like a certain set of people that are closest to you, because you don't know how you'll find someone, in what position you'll find someone when you voice call them, especially if you haven't told them that you will. So how do we set those boundaries in conversation with the people that we know, personally or professionally, when it comes to using WhatsApp?
All right. So thank you for this question, because it's very important. It touches down to the person that you are as an individual. And in the time that we're in 2025, every single person should be aware of boundaries and should be able to either take or give their boundaries. Now, if that you don't know what to do, especially on WhatsApp, you're not seeing this person in person, so they can't see your body language, which we also use to communicate. We use our words. It's very important that if you know in the text message, you cannot relay the message you're trying to send and tell someone that, hey, I do not appreciate having a video call during the time at which we did not schedule to have a video call. Then send a voice note. See, do you hear how I'm changing the tone of my voice? You can clearly tell how I am setting my boundaries without being disrespectful, because the whole point is to maintain the relationship. So set the boundary with a voice note. Hi, I'm sorry I could not accept your video call at this moment. I prefer to have audio calls instead of video calls. But if you'd like, we can have voice messaging, because I prefer that. Or if you'd like, I would prefer we use the voice memo, the video memo feature, and not the direct video call. These are boundaries you set. You are allowed to drop a video call if you don't want to accept it. If the person makes you feel uncomfortable, hey, a white lie is never bad. Hi, I am in a position to not accept a video call at the moment. Please, may we talk on messaging, or
Yeah.
please, may we have a video message. So that power, that personal power to say, I know what I want, and I know that I can communicate this, and people are going to have to respect my boundaries. In the event that they still don't understand, you may let them know, let's have an in-person conversation.
Okay.
Hi, this makes me uncomfortable, so let's do this. You let them know what works for you.
Have you noticed how people speak differently face to face, and then when they get online, it's like a free for all? They just don't have considerations of the other person, and it seems like they want you to be available all the time, and stuff like that happens a lot on WhatsApp. That's why we're speaking about WhatsApp etiquette today with the social media expert and digital marketer Audrey Imbayago. Audrey, let's talk a little bit about that, because at times we expose ourselves to also being too open on social media via our statuses, and at times maybe I've seen people actually showing things that they're not supposed to be showing on their statuses, for instance, where they party, what they're drinking. And at times you also have professional people who are linked to your WhatsApp. What do you think about the status? Because I think some people use it recklessly.
So, the status is a personal decision, to be honest.
Mhm.
But in the world of digital marketing, whether you're a business or an individual, on your WhatsApp status, people want to see authenticity.
Okay.
Even the side where they're sharing, today we've gone out for drinks, today this is who we are hanging out with, even as a business. So here's something that I taught a class last year, and one of the individuals came back and said, I did exactly what you said, and it worked for me, because the person whose status I commented on, and they commented on mine, they ended up buying the piece that I was wearing on my status when I went out partying.
Mhm.
So it depends with the kind of business that you have, but also it depends with the tone that you have for your business. It depends with the personality you want the world to see as an individual. So the status is open playground. You can do anything and everything. It disappears in 24 hours.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about the repercussions. Your business needs to be authentic to people. They want to see real life information. They want to relate to you as a business. It sells more for your business. So it's an advantage. I know a lot of people might judge because it's not our standard business practice as we
Mhm.
are taught in school. But social media is not standard business practice for any business. We are on social media to be entertained and to entertain. So when we're doing that as a business, we make sure that we limit, yes, the amount of information we put out there and details that we give people and the kind of scenarios that we give them, but it won't hurt your business to put it out there. And even if someone judges you in marketing, we then say all publicity is good publicity. The
Mhm.
point is you appeared in front of people. You're showing up in front of people. And even if they remember you for the other thing, when they see your status next time and they see your business, they'll also be interested to say, oh, so this is what they actually do. And the other thing is, we all have WhatsApp statuses that we don't even open. We know this person is always posting the shoes that they're selling, they're always advertising their business, and we always skip over it. But how do you make people keep coming back to your WhatsApp status to see your adverts? You put in personal information, you put in personal events, something relatable to them, because the more you entertain them, the more they come. If they comment on the thing that you were doing, then you have started a conversation that you otherwise would not have started. Now you have room to advertise. Now you have room to have conversations with people of interest. Even if it's just networking, you have created that connection using a personal in part of your life or a personal part of the business.
I mean, Palesa was speaking about restrictions. I mean, people that you limit to seeing your statuses. There's a lot of people who do that in terms of preferring who is their viewer. What's your take on that?
Mental health is very important. And he did mention that WhatsApp anxiety is a real thing. So it's not spoken about as much in our circles, but it is actually a thing. Social media anxiety is a thing. It's the same as social anxiety, where you get in front of people in person and you really don't know what to do with yourself. The same goes for WhatsApp. It can even be so overwhelming and so draining. You find people with messages up to 100 messages, and I will admit that I got to that point too with a business line. But there are ways to fix such situations. If you find you have social anxiety or WhatsApp anxiety, make sure that you can get yourself someone who helps you respond to the messages, because at the end of the day, those relationships are very important. You don't want to leave someone on gray tick for months or for weeks or for days. You don't want to blue tick people, but you have been overwhelmed and can't even respond to the message. So give yourself time. If you have to give yourself a routine, I will only give myself an hour to respond to all messages on WhatsApp, an hour a day, or an hour every 6 to 8 hours, then that's okay. That's fine. Work with what works for you, but be mindful as well of the times at which you send messages. If you're going to send a message at inappropriate times, don't call someone. Apologize for reaching out at midnight, because you're trying to manage yourself and your WhatsApp anxiety, but also be mindful of what you're putting on someone else by sending a message at odd hours.
Let's talk a little bit about that blue tick, because, you know, is there a time to respond and not to respond? I mean, I've had family members saying, you blue ticked me, you didn't respond to me, and they're pretty much upset. And you're like, I read your thing, I was going to respond a little bit later on. Just wait for me. And there's almost like a feeling that, you know, when you send a message to someone else, they're supposed to respond immediately because of that blue tick phenomenon.
So it's very important to understand why the blue tick and the gray tick was created in the first place. WhatsApp was very conscious about how, yes, they're trying to make people connect with each other on a personal basis, but at a distance. But at the same time, they were very conscious about the mental health of their users. So as someone who goes through whether WhatsApp anxiety or you're genuinely busy and you don't have time to respond, gray ticks for a personal number are very important, and make use of them. At first, people might judge you and feel some type of way, but they will get used to the fact that you have gray ticks. And most people understand why people have gray ticks in the first place. But at the same time, create a relationship with the people you speak to. Let them know, hi, WhatsApp is not my best platform to communicate. So please make sure that when you call us, or when you send me a message and I blue tick your message, I will respond to you as soon as I get a chance. Even when someone gets upset, when we come to human communication, the moment you admit that, yes, I blue ticked you, but I was going to come back and respond, they also have a responsibility on themselves to admit, to say, okay, they did say they'll respond later, so I need to accept what they said.
Well, we have to let it go, Audrey. This is fantastic. Where can people find you online?
All right, that was a really great conversation that we had on WhatsApp etiquette in 2025. I think it's an important one, and especially one to go into the new year with, because this is the time where we're sort of setting a pace for ourselves and the things that we want for ourselves and the things we don't want for ourselves. So maybe now look at your WhatsApp, look at the things that you haven't really been happy with in terms of how you're communicating. The settings are there for a purpose, because you can then take ownership of what you want and how you want to communicate and the boundaries you want to set. So go to your settings and put up the settings that are necessary for you.
And don't get so easily offended. Really, it's all about you at the end of the day, how you respond to how people respond to you. So you never know what's happening in people's worlds. Maybe someone is busy. Maybe they're going through a crisis. You never know. Just pause, wait, be patient. I know we live in a microwave world where everything is instant, but not every response is going to happen now. Yeah. Be patient. It's 10:30 Central African time. You wanted to say something, Pali?
Yeah, something that is instant is our sports news.
All right, let's go then.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African Perspective.
First up is football news. Nigeria and Algeria are set for a blockbuster quarterfinal at the Africa Cup of Nations in Marrakesh. The clash will be the 23rd meeting between the Super Eagles and the Phoenix, and their 10th at AFCON. Algeria hold the edge with 4 wins to Nigeria's 3, while 2 past encounters ended in draws, including the infamous 1984 stalemate in Bouake. The rivalry has produced iconic moments. Nigeria's first AFCON triumph on home soil in 1980 came against Algeria, while the Phoenix claimed their maiden title by beating Nigeria in 1990. Saturday's showdown promises another dramatic chapter in one of African football's greatest rivalries. And former Proteas spinner Paul Adams says the team can put their faith in Keshav Maharaj at the upcoming T20 World Cup, despite not featuring much on the recent tour of the subcontinent. The 2026 tournament will be held in India and Sri Lanka from the 7th of February, and Adams expects Maharaj to be one of the key players for South Africa. He believes there's no need to panic over the form of the team's premier spin bowler, backing him to rise to the occasion.
Yeah, sometimes it can be tough. T20 cricket is all about how it is going on your day. But he's got the experience, and big tournaments, a lot of big players lift themselves, and they bring the moment for the occasion. So for me, Keshav has got a vast array of experience. He's one of our premier spin bowlers, and he'll bring calmness as well within that dressing room and from his leadership aspects as well.
The 48-year-old, who featured for South Africa between 1995 to 2004, says the team's success at the World Cup will depend on how individual players hit the right form at the right time.
Yeah, senior team announced that I think everyone's excited always for a T20 World Cup. Last time it was a close one up against India out in the West Indies. I think this side again, we're excited to see how we go about it. I think there's quite a few world beaters, and we've seen them over the last few years, and I think at different, either at tournaments or at international matches, how they can win a game. For me, these tournaments is all about who's going into form at that very moment in time as a team, and they can be the team right at the top.
Australia won the final Ashes test against England by 5 wickets on Thursday to seal a dominant 4-1 victory after a grueling series, sending the retiring Usman Khawaja out on a high. The Navy hosts saw wickets tumble as they chased their 160 target, which they reached after lunch on day 5, with Cameron Green not out, 22, and Alex Carey on 16 at the Sydney Cricket Ground. For England, it was the final chapter in a miserable series. On to tennis news. Coco Gauff put off double duty to drag defending champions, the United States, into the United Cup semi-finals, while world number 2 Iga Swiatek did her bit for Poland. Fourth-ranked Gauff, who suffered a surprise defeat last time out, put the United States on their way in their quarterfinal against Greece with a 6-3, 6-2 win over former world number 3 Maria Sakkari in Perth. Stefanos Tsitsipas brought Greece level by defeating struggling Taylor Fritz 6-4 and 7-5. In the deciding mixed doubles, Goff teamed up with Christian Harrison to battle past Tsitsipas and Sakari 4-6, 6-4, 10-8. For any sports stories you'd like to share with us, send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +2711 714 4459. This is Channel Africa Sport with me, Fide Ndwati.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective. Download the SABC app and take Channel Africa with you everywhere you go. The rhythm of Africa, the pulse of the continent. This is Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Greatness. DJ Natil. Fonya kitleti muke. Omukele baradarite. Uskele magutse buskele. Fonya kitleti muke. Omukele baradarite. Uskele magutse buskele. Skanju the one around you. Do when you got jango. Do malema bantu. Force slow like a marango. No man get so come on your bed. Body on check. I thought I don't mind the bed them. Don't eat tomato. Casting go beo. I want to put the red my shake. I don't wanna hear shit. I don't wanna hear shit. You did with another man. We about to do it. I know like I'm but see with another man. I don't wanna hear shit. I don't wanna hear shit. You did with another man. We about to do it. I know I don't wanna see you with nobody. Don't wanna see with nobody. DJ Natil. Fonya kitleti muke. Fonya kitleti muke. DJ Natil. Fonya kitleti muke. Fonya kitleti muke. Baby, this your body, no be yeah. I tell you, say you fine, you know they care. Me, I know be Donny. I see you with the soji. Anyway, me, I know go get. Not only you, I they want I swear. So don't waste time, baby, my rose. Ooh yeah, what's it be you? I want it be you, I they want to. I go prove my love, I go risk it all. I don't wanna hear shit. I don't wanna hear shit. You there with another man. The way your body rotate. I know like I'm but see with another man. I don't wanna hear shit. I don't wanna hear shit. You there with another man. The way your body rotate. I know I don't wanna see you with nobody. Don't wanna see with nobody. DJ Natil.
It's DJ Neptune and Mr. Easy. This one is Nobody, and we continue with the conversations of the day. If you are looking to prioritize setting your boundaries, especially on social media in 2026, what are some of the settings that you will change on your WhatsApp? Because that's the place where we are actually the most accessible to people. We're accessible to our colleagues, we're accessible to our friends, we're accessible to our family members. Look, I'll tell you about the one that I did. In the beginning of 2025, I realized I had an issue, right? I was getting a little bit anxious with my WhatsApp in terms of like checking who had watched my status, checking who had sent me a message, checking who if they had viewed it, etc. And it actually was putting me a little bit out of sync. So I went to my settings on WhatsApp and I switched off all blue ticks. But what that also does is that it switches off your ability to see if people have viewed your status. It also switches off your ability to see whether people have read your messages, etc. And I'm telling you, I had such an amazing 2025 because of it, because it removed the anxiety. Yes, the first few weeks and the first month or so wasn't easy because I had a habit, right? And I was so used to that particular habit. But as time went by, I stopped worrying about who viewed my status. In fact, what then happened is that when someone likes your status, that's the only person you can see. So when someone interacts with you, when someone wants to engage with you, that's the only time you can see. But other than that, I didn't care how many people, or I couldn't even see how many people had viewed it. And when I was engaging with people, I wasn't so anxious when they would respond and how they would respond. So that definitely made my 2025 easier. I'm continuing on that one. And in fact, maybe I should go back to my settings and see what else I can adjust to help me really not just set my boundaries, but make me feel at ease about how I communicate and how I set my boundaries when it comes to communicating online. So if you're a person that was like me back then, what do you want to change? How do you want to set your boundaries on WhatsApp in particular, or maybe even on your other social media platforms? Let us know. You can comment on our live stream on Facebook, Channel Africa, and on YouTube, Channel Africa 1.
Je, una jambo lolote akilini mwako? Je, una shauku kuhusu masuala muhimu? Na je, una maoni ambayo unataka yasikike? Kweli, hili jukwaa ni la kwako. Piga simu au tuandikie kwenda WhatsApp namba alama ya kujumulisha 2760552594 na tutakupigia simu.
Mtangazaji wa habari zetu za Afrika Kusini mjini Johannesburg.
Hivyo unaweza kuwa mshirika kwenye matangazo yetu. Sio mazungumzo tu, ni fursa yako ya kuchangia maoni yako na kushirikiana na jumuiya ya wasikilizaji wanaotamani mtazamo wako. Tufuate kwenye mitandao ya kijamii. Tembelea tovuti yetu www.channelafrica.co.za na uwe tayari kushiriki na kuchangia maoni yako kwenye Channel Africa. Channel Africa, mtazamo wa Kiafrika.
Este é o Caleidoscópio de Canal África, com Remo Samo e João Yabalá.
A situação do ativista angolano Serrote José de Oliveira, preso desde julho, tem gerado grande preocupação internacional. Conhecido como General Nila e presidente do movimento União Nacional para a Total Revolução de Angola, Serrote iniciou uma greve de fome em protesto contra a sua prisão, que considera arbitrária. De acordo com a Amnistia Internacional, o estado de saúde do ativista está a deteriorar-se rapidamente devido à falta de acesso a cuidados médicos adequados. Para discutir o impacto deste caso e o estado da liberdade política em Angola, vamos conversar com Dito Dale, ativista e defensor dos direitos humanos.
Nós estamos diante de uma clara estratégia de aniquilar o jovem, porque quando uma pessoa está doente, deve ser assistido. Ao não proporcionar esses cuidados médicos, o que é que o regime quer? Não quer que esse jovem saia livre e com vida da prisão, quer matá-lo.
De segunda a sexta-feira, das 20 às 21 horas locais, este é o Caleidoscópio de Canal África.
Channel Africa and you have got something in common. The thirst for knowledge.
I've been thinking about peace and how to keep it once I've found it. I've been thinking about peace. I've been thinking about money and how to keep it once I have it. I've been thinking about money. I've been thinking about love and how to keep it once I've made it. I've been thinking about love. I don't know why I bought those plastic burgundy shoes. I don't know why I get so down that I can't even line up, let my trust dance, let my heart deliver. Let the fear bow down, I've been holding on for tomorrow's silver. Let the clouds line up, let the mantras dance, let my heart deliver. Let the fear bow down, I've been holding on for tomorrow's silver. Let the clouds line up, let my mantras dance, let my heart deliver. I don't know why I bought those plastic burgundy shoes. I don't know why. I don't know why I get so down that I can't even move an inch. Oh, I don't know why. You've been my friend on days I prayed and nothing has changed for me. You've been my friend on days that I prayed and nothing has changed for me. You've been my friend. You've been my friend. I've been thinking about peace and how to keep it here between us. I've been thinking about money and how to give it away unburdened. I've been thinking about love and how to share it like I can't lose it. I've been thinking about love.
Prometi pra mim que hoje nós só vamos conversar. Prometi pra mim que hoje nós não vamos nos tocar. Será? Mas o teu sorriso, o teu abraço disse logo não. Mas esse teu charme, esse teu olhar disse logo não. Quem te mandou usar esse perfume? Quem te mandou fazer isso comigo? Quem te mandou usar esse perfume? Quem te mandou fazer isso comigo? Combinamos não se tocar, só que eu já tô bababué, tipo um bebê, não precisa babeter. Combinamos não se tocar, só que eu já tô bababué, tipo um bebê, não precisa babeter. Tô bem tete, veio por mim, rolou um beijo. Eu que não queria, agora quero. Essa tua picada tem veneno. Oh, na, na, na. Quando olhas pra mim assim, não aguento não. Quando olhas pra mim assim, aumenta a tensão. Quem te mandou usar esse perfume? Usar esse perfume. Quem te mandou fazer isso comigo? Quem te mandou usar esse perfume? Quem te mandou fazer isso comigo? Combinamos não se tocar, só que eu já tô bababué, tipo um bebê, não precisa babeter. Combinamos não se tocar, só que eu já tô bababué, tipo um bebê, não precisa babeter. Você veio com intenção, caí na tentação. Isso é pura sedução. Batoteira, yeah, yeah. Batoteira, batoteira. André, yeah.
This one is Landrick by Babette. Before that, we gave you Tomorrow Silver. Definitely a lovely one there. I absolutely love the music of Sanel Musician and Msaki. We keep things moving right here on The Move, and we're about to go into our final hour.
Hey, that's the musical hour from 11 o'clock to midday. That's when we keep the holiday spirit going. Yeah, this is the last week. This is the last week of us saying Happy New Year.
Oh my gosh.
I'm giving it until Sunday.
Okay, yeah. Monday, there's no more.
No more Happy New Year. I'm okay.
It's officially the new year.
Yeah, the people who are returning late.
Yeah, it's too late.
It's your fault.
Especially because next week we're going back to regular programming. So like we're getting in with the schedule of the year.
Now we're getting serious from next week.
Son. So yeah, it's going to be a last opportunity to enjoy, whether it's music on your road trip back home, the first week in the office as we ease you into it, or maybe you're just still at home, relaxing, cleaning the house, or maybe just hanging out. We're here to accompany you in the next hour.
Let's do it.
Conversations are happening, and Channel Africa is at the heart of them. We tell the African story with clarity, pride, and purpose, reaching audiences that matter to your brand. Partner with us and connect your business with listeners across borders in multiple languages and markets. For partnership opportunities, sponsorship, or sales, email us at partnership@channelafrica.co.za. Channel Africa, the African perspective.
madapiri pazoshitika
madotolo oposa 1500 amene amagwira ntchito yaulere mu zipatala zaboma mu dziko la Zambia azanyanyala ntchito lachisanu sabata ya mawa, ndipo Daniel Shabanda kutambasula nkhani.
Madotolo oposa 1500 amene amagwira ntchito mopanda malipiro apamwezi dziko la Zambia akuyembekezera kuyamba kunyanyala ntchito. Ichi ndi chifukwa chakuti boma lalephera walemba ntchito monga mmene lidawalonjezera. Channel Africa News yalankhulana ndi mkulu wa bungwe la madotolo la Resident Doctors Association of Zambia, Dr. Paul Chiwe, akugomeza kuti madotolo ambiri amene akugwira ntchito mu zipatala zaboma akugwira ntchito yaulere, ndipo ali ndi chiyembekezo chakuti tsiku lina adzalembedwa ntchito ndi boma.
zochitika pa nthawi ya 6 koloko kufikira 7 koloko madzulo, lolemba mpaka lachisanu ndi madapiri.
The rhythm of Africa, the pulse of the continent. This is Channel Africa, the African perspective.
You don't know.
It's a song got in.
Love is a drug and I'm addicted. Pull up, show up and handle business. Love is a drug and I'm addicted. Pull up, show up and handle business.
Give me love, oh, baby, give me, make her calm down. Give me love, oh, cause I really need it right now. Give me love, oh, baby, give me, make her calm down. Give me love, oh, cause I really need it right now. Put me to work all day, put me to work all night. Nobody can do it better, make me feel alright. Anything you wanna do, I'm down with you. Anytime, any day, I go show face, cause you're sweeter than honey. Baby, you deserve a trophy. This kind of thing gon' make me marry, long as you no treat me corny. Give me love, oh, give me love, oh, give me love. Give me love, oh, give me love, oh, give me love. Give me love, oh, baby, give me, make her calm down. Give me love, oh, cause I really need it right now. Give me love, oh, baby, give me, make her calm down. Give me love, oh, cause I really need it right now.
Love is a drug and I'm addicted. Pull up, show up and handle business. Love is a drug and I'm addicted. Pull up, show up and handle business. Love is a drug and I'm addicted. Pull up, show up and handle business. Love is a drug and I'm addicted. Pull up, show up and handle business.
You should let me hold you, you should let me love you. And when you falling, send a me go catch you. I know your friends don't want me around you. They know nothing, they don't understand you. My baby now my banana multi elevate. And when she there with me, I concentrate. That's why I tell them other guys to wait.
Baby, one yo. Waiting you give no money can buy. Even if you not jara, I go throw it. Baby, one yo. Waiting you give no money can buy. Even if you not jara, I go throw it. Give me love, oh. Baby, give me make her calm down. Give me love, oh. Cause I really need it right now. Give me love, oh. Baby, give me make her calm down. Give me love, oh. Cause I really need it right now.
Love is a drug, and I'm addicted. Pull up, show up, and handle business. Love is a drug, and I'm addicted. Pull up, show up, and handle business. Love is a drug, and I'm addicted. Pull up, show up, and handle business. Love is a drug, and I'm addicted. Pull up, show up, and handle business.
Benjamin Moshatama and Palesa on the move.
My baby, my Valentine. Can I hit the making what temperature there is? If you leave me a good time, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me, I am so obsessed. I want to chop your heart. Never need a back and it's real. Open up, make us feel. Yeah, my love, one thing. We make a bad man sing. Got the finish work. Without you, I could feel lose my mind. Without you, I could feel fall and die. Without you, I could give up my life. Without you. Never need a back and it's real. Open up, make us feel. Yeah, my love, one thing. We make a bad man sing. Lover, I wanna be a lover forever.
No time to waste. Be on the move with Benjamin Moshatama and Palesa.
Loving you is primary. Only you know plan B. When I sing my melody, you alone way harmony. Oh, people, my baby, carry go. Oh, people, oh, my day, oh, people, oh, say, my baby, oh, say, oh, people, everything for my baby. Oh, people, oh, people, oh, people, oh, people, oh, people. If I never see you, you my lady, you my lady. Doctor say make I watch my sugar level. Your body turn me into rebel. Something must carry my
Dance anthems all the way right here on Channel Africa. Aden Kunle Gold giving us Obimo. And before that, you heard CK with Love One TT. And we started off with Sey with Gimme Love featuring Runtown. We wrapping things up for this hour. And we're going to have that musical hour that we've always been enjoying throughout this December season. It's been a banger. It feels like it's been a club in the studio. So we're going to continue that holiday theme in the final hour. But right now it's 1100 hours Central African time. Let's get the latest news.
SABC News. The African Perspective.
Top stories are Sawa, the death toll rises in Gambia boat incident and efforts to raise legal drinking age limit in South Africa. Good morning. The death toll from a boat carrying migrants that capsized off Gambia's coast on New Year's Eve has risen to 39. The boat was bound for Europe. Gambia's defense ministry last week put the death toll at 7 and said more than 200 people could have been on board. A total of 112 people had been rescued as of Wednesday. The migration route by West Africans trying to reach Spain via the Canary Islands is one of the world's deadliest. A lobby group has proposed an increase in South Africa's legal drinking age from 18 to 21 or even 23. Gatekeepers South Africa has written to President Cyril Ramaphosa citing the country struggles with alcohol abuse and its link to domestic violence, drunk driving and other risks. Despite previous proposals, little progress has been made to take the suggestion forward. Morris Smithers is the coordinator of Working for an Alcohol Safer South Africa, which previously suggested the increase in the drinking age.
We would always support a raise of the age from 18 to 21, which is in the stalled liquor amendment bill from 2016. But 23 would be even better, and that would be for two reasons. One is that there is research that has shown that the earlier people start to drink, the more likely they are to have problems with alcohol later on. There's also evidence that brain development continues into well in the 20s. We all know alcohol can have an impact on brain development. So therefore, if you start drinking later, it obviously has less potential for having an effect on the brain.
Still in South Africa, education activist Hendrik Makaneta believes escalating private school fees are threatening to widen the gap between the poor and the rich in the country. He has expressed concern on the exorbitant fees that some private schools are charging. This comes ahead of the start of the 2026 academic year. The average cost at the top 10 most expensive schools is now just over $24,000 per year, suggesting that the full 5-year high school period will cost parents at least $123,000 per child. Makaneta says this raises serious questions about affordability and access to quality education.
While private schools are entitled to set their own fees, the recent increases have really outpaced inflation. Education should be a public good and a cornerstone of social and economic development. And once excessive fees are charged, there is a risk of deepening inequality in society. There is an urgent need to be more transparent regarding how schools charge their fees. South Africa's future depends on an education system that is accessible. Escalating private school fees threatens to widen the gap between the rich and the poor.
Zambia has ditched plans to extend its International Monetary Fund loan program before the scheduled expiration at the end of this month. An IMF spokesperson says authorities initially requested a 1-year extension of the Extended Credit Facility or ECF arrangement, but have since informed the IMF team that they will not pursue this option. The program was agreed in 2020 to help Zambia restore debt sustainability after its 2020 default. The sixth and final review under the arrangement is expected to be considered by the fund's executive board at the end of January. No reason has been given for this decision. And finally, a teacher has been banned from the profession in UK after being jailed for having sex with 2 teenage pupils, including one whose baby she gave birth to. Rebecca Jones, who is 31, is serving a 6.5-year sentence after being convicted on 6 counts of sexual activity with a child relating to the 2 boys. Now, the Teaching Regulation Regulation Agency, or TRA, has published a ruling prohibiting her from working in a classroom again. A TRA panel heard that maths teacher Joan Joynes, who was 28 at the time, had groomed both children from the ages of 15 and had shown scant regard for the seriousness of her actions. Recapping the top story this hour, the death toll from a boat carrying migrants that capsized off Gambia's coast on New Year's Eve has risen to 39. For any news stories you would like to share with us, please do send an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +27 11 714 4459. For Channel Africa News, I'm Jolani Tulo Mwepe.
SABC News. The African Perspective. Download the SABC app and take Channel Africa with you everywhere you go. On the Move with Benjamin and Palesa every weekday on Channel Africa, The African Perspective.
Okay, we are in that final hour, the musical hour. I'm going to see Pali's dance moves just in a few minutes' time. And you're going to see mine.
Yeah, which one is that one? The robots?
The robots.
The wave?
The wave.
Okay. Well, as we wait to see how Ben's wave goes in this hour of the show, join us and let us know what you're up to. We are streaming live. Yes, we're back on our live streams. On Facebook, you can search Channel Africa. We are there. Follow us, follow our account, and of course, you'll be able to see our live streams on the show each and every day. You can also find us on our YouTube page where you can subscribe. You'll find a lot of our old shows, our podcasts as well. So it really is a treasure of shows and conversations that we've had. But of course, we're also live there as well at Channel Africa 1. Find us there.
Yeah, find us there. I'm about to do my Macarena moves.
1 and 2 and 3 Macarena.
Remember those?
Macarena. But you have to do it because we're on live stream. And now we have to see your Macarena.
The party's starting now right here on Channel Africa. Let's go. This is the final hour.
Hashtag On The Move and connect with us.
I know feel like you, I know the wind go to fly you to Puerto Rico. Oh my lord. Let me remind you. Oh, baby, I do for you. Every urgent, baby, that's my number. I'm out. Why you? You call, I'm sure you know. If you want to see Joe Biden, then it's my line, you're darling. Merci beaucoup, I'm buying whatever you're selling.
Hey, we sing a lot these days. That's Faceless with the one titled Venus featuring Serotonin. Hey, how is your holidaying going? Are you wrapping things up? Maybe you're finding that transition hard. I know every time Palesa goes on holiday, when she comes back, she's like, I need another holiday to deal with the holiday that I've been to.
It's so true. And I also haven't been to a holiday in such a while.
Don't lie.
I haven't been
It's
to a
like
holiday.
2 days. It's not a holiday for you.
That wasn't a holiday. I mean, I went out a little bit in the past weekend, but that wasn't a holiday. It was like I needed a place to go and sleep. That's what I
Okay.
needed. I just
Okay,
needed
cool.
a place to go and sleep.
All right.
So I did exactly that. A real holiday. I can't wait.
All right. Now, you see, Palesa, those people that have nice life problems, they go somewhere just to go sleep while all we have is our bed.
Excuse me, as if you weren't going anywhere.
Don't judge.
Exactly.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Can you
But
see? Can you see
I
what's
can
going
judge
on?
you. You can't judge me.
No, why not?
That's how the show is.
That's not how the
This
show is.
how
man.
we curated
can
the
judge
show.
each other.
This show
we can
is
judge
me
each other.
judging you.
It cannot be. It cannot be.
Okay, are you transitioning well in this holiday season as you're getting back to work? +2763 406 9126. Let us know. You can text us or voice note us. 10 minutes past 11 o'clock Central African time. We're still gonna do more dancing. It's our musical hour.
Africa, meet Abedi.
Yeah, that's me.
Abedi is a music lover through and through.
I really love African music.
He's got a taste for all kinds of tunes and spends his days listening to Channel Africa. Guess what? He didn't know.
Okay.
Channel Africa wants to help Abedi and all music lovers everywhere to discover even more incredible music. That is why Channel Africa is calling on all African musicians to submit their music. Musicians, remember to give us all your relevant information. Make your submissions at music@channelafrica.co.za. Submissions are your chance to be heard on radio. But sadly, they do not guarantee that you will be playlisted. All submissions will be carefully reviewed to see if they meet our station's requirement. Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Darubini ya Afrika na I am Henry Shakif.
Tumeona chapisho mapema hii leo ya kwamba Wizara ya Mambo ya Nje ya nchini Marekani imesema inapitia upya uhusiano wake na nchi ya Tanzania. Pengine taarifa hii imepokelewaje na wananchi wa Tanzania?
Cha kwanza tumeiona taarifa ambayo imetoka hii leo. Sisi kwetu taarifa hii haikutushangaza wala haikutushtua kwa sababu tulishaona taarifa kama hiyo imetoka kwenye ubalozi wa Marekani nchini Tanzania, ikiwa imetolewa na Bwana Tom Pigot.
Umezungumza kwa kina kabisa. Haya ni malalamiko ambayo yamekuwa yakijitokeza mara kwa mara. Unadhani sasa je, wana hoja ya msingi?
Unauliza maswali mazuri sana na maswali ya tafakari. Maswali ambayo hayawezi kujibiwa kwa dakika moja au kwa siku moja. Ni maswali yanayohitaji utafiti, yanayohitaji kusoma.
Darubini ya Afrika kila Jumatatu hadi Ijumaa kuanzia saa 11 kamili hadi saa 12 kamili jioni majira ya Afrika ya Kati.
Channel Africa and you have got something in common. The thirst for knowledge.
I
someday that I'll be feeling this way. Wouldn't have given you my heart to take. No, there ain't no way that I could live this way. And I can give you all I wait for you to call again.
No time to waste. Be on the move with Benjamin Moshatama and Palesa.
They call me. Are you go? Are you go? Are you go? Are you go? Are you? Are you go? Are you? The person tell me say I go fall for a woman like you. I go say in papa, mama, brother, sister, thunder, fire, all of them. Because this kind thing where you the do. I been no say you go fit move me. She not only me, but you like overdo. She sweet you as you turn me to mugu. That like the woman that I like. I feel no make everything alright. But if there's anything I can do, I saw we do I'm with my mind. Oh, let me jaw, don't be shy. You know you sweet my antenna. You must meet my antenna, my antenna, my antenna. Now you gon' let me be your one and only. Let me be your one and only, baby. Ooh, baby. Couple goes not small. When we start our love, Rihanna go say she want her like this, oh. Couple goes not small. When we start our love, Beyonce go say she want her like this, oh. Hey, I just want to know if there be any chance for me and you. I just want to know, no. If there be any chance for me and you. Are you gon' let me be your one and only, baby, oh baby. Are you gon' let me be your one and only, one and only, baby. I like the woman that I like. I feel no make everything alright. But if there's anything I can do, I saw we do I'm with my mind. Don't be shy. You know sweet, my antenna. You mess me, my antenna, my antenna, my antenna. How you gon' let me be your one and only, baby, baby, oh baby. How you gon'
It's Techno. This one is titled Gone, Gone. Before that, gave you DJ Ganyane featuring Layla and Prince KB, Talk to Me. It's 20 minutes past 11 Central Africa time. This is On the Move on Channel Africa with myself, Palesa and Benjamin Moshatama. We're easing you into the new year in our fourth hour with the music. Let's keep going.
As the sun rises on 2026, Channel Africa celebrates with you. This year, may prosperity flow like water. May unity strengthen our nations. And may every African story inspire the world.
Channel Afrique vous accompagne dans cette célébration. Que l'espoir illumine notre continent.
Que as vozes de África ecoem com orgulho.
From all of us at Channel Africa, we wish you and yours a joyful, successful, and prosperous 2026.
Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Africa, it's time to plug into the heartbeat of the continent. Tune in to Channel Africa, your go-to radio station that broadcasts in 5 different languages.
L'Afrique du Sud célèbre la journée nationale du
Kabla hujaitwa kwa jina la Double K,
or more of our forests have been destroyed.
Partido Africano da Independência da Guiné.
See, Channel Africa represents every corner of this amazing land. From Lagos to Cape Town, Nairobi to Dakar, we've got you covered with the freshest news, music, and cultures. So, turn up the volume, feel the rhythm. Enjoy the conversation. Channel Africa, the African perspective. No fairy tales, just the facts and the music you love on Channel Africa.
My love is bigger than the ocean. On your skin like a lotion. Loving you is my devotion. Give you girl full potion. Oh my beautiful addiction. With a sweet vibration. The two of we is a vision. Anytime I slip your name I dimension. So tell me girl where you there. Just me I gonna let the fire blaze. Anytime you want your ways. Watch out the man them the grace. Hey man, tell me where you there. Girl I've been loving you for days. Anytime you wind up your waist. All I demand them the grace. Baby I dey colo for your love. I dey mad for your love. I dey colo for your love. I dey mad for your love. Your love, no no. Your love, no no. Your love, your love, your love, no no. No no. Your love, your love. Come give it to me, baby.
Platinums. Nini sasa. Me, I'm giving thanks to the creator. Your mama born you well better. Nyuma kama funga utoneta. Kinavyo pepe akimweta. Oh na na. Body sa nyonga makiliti. Odi na gonga za mendichi. Usinichomeka kidonda na spiriti. Mimi yongeta umia. Baby, you got me falling in love. My teaser, hope you might be reason your body give me fever. I done the shiver, hold me tight, one in my knees.
Baby, I dey colo for your love. I dey mad for your love. Baby, I dey colo for your love. I dey mad for your love. Your love, no no. Your love, no no. Your love, your love, your love, no no. No no. Your love, your love. Come give it to me, baby. colo colo, colo colo. Baby, I de colo colo, baby, I de colo colo, baby, I de colo colo,
I need your loving, so fresh, so clean. Love me in and out, unfailingly. And I'll be down now. Anytime you call me, I'll be down. I'll be down. Because I love and I love and I love and I love you only. Because I need and I need and I need and I need you more. Yeah, you know I run and I run and I run and I run. Fly, we can fly in the sky in the night. Hold me in your arms and your love and your light. I'm on your wave right now. I'm on your wave right now. Yeah. I'm on your vibe now. You got me on your side now. Yeah, I'm on your wave right now. Whoa, 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 yeah. If not you, then I don't wanna know. I don't want no story. Day and night is unconditional. Got me living softly. Yeah, yeah. Love me judge, love me tender. You know you love tie me up like Nepa. Anything you want and I'ma do whatever. Because I love and I love and I love and I love you only. Yeah. Because I need and I need and I need and I need you more. Yeah, you know I run and I run and I run and I run. Fly, fly in the sky in the night. Hold me in your arms and your love and your life. I'm on your wave right now. I'm on your wave right now. Yeah. I'm on your vibe now. You got me on your side now. Yeah, I'm on your wave right now. Whoa, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Said love me judge, love me tender. Love me judge, love me tender. Said love me judge, love me tender. Love me judge, love me tender. You my sugar, my honey, my tender lover. You my sugar, my honey, my tender lover. You are my sugar, my honey, my tender lover. My sugar, my honey, my tender lover.
No time to waste. Be on the move with Benjamin Moshatama and Palesa.
Sweet melody. Every day I'm singing Hosanna. I just found an angel Hosanna. She got the dirty people pretty Hosanna. Girl, you got me singing Hosanna. You know I'm so loyal, baby more. You know I'm so loyal, baby more. Oh, oh, baby more. You know I'm so loyal, baby more. You know I'm so loyal, Hosanna, can't you see that I lose my focus when I just found my way to you? Anytime when you hear my cocoa, tell me what you gonna do. You should run to me. I'm on set, I wanna book a shape you. It is troubling me. I'm so scared I'm gonna lose my baby. Keep some trust for me. I know be that type of fake where man. I go fight for thee. Do anything to keep you, my baby. Constantly pick it, check out my hope. You know, go give me to a man when somebody could give you flower shape. You know, go give me go. You know I'm so loyal, baby more. You know I'm so loyal, baby more. Oh, oh, baby more. You know I'm so loyal, baby more. You know I'm so loyal.
All right, man, this is some beautiful music right here on Channel Africa. Chela with one titled Loyal. And before that, you heard Love Me, Jeje, starting off the triple play with Kolo Kolo with Petro Ranking featuring Diamond Platinums. We're right there in the 30-minute mark into the 11th hour of the day. It's time for us to get our latest sports.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African Perspective.
We kick off with football news. Nigeria and Algeria are set for a blockbuster quarterfinal at the Africa Cup of Nations in Marrakesh. The clash will be the 23rd meeting between the Super Eagles and the Phoenix, and the 10th at AFCON. Algeria hold the edge with 4 wins to Nigeria's 3, while 2 past encounters ended in draws, including the infamous 1984 stalemate in Bouake. The rivalry has produced iconic moments. Nigeria's first AFCON triumph on home soil in 1980 came against Algeria, while the Phoenix claimed their maiden title by beating Nigeria in 1990. Saturday's showdown promises another dramatic chapter in one of the African football's greatest rivalries. Reflection, addressing problem areas, and planning. Those are the 3 things on Bafana coach Hugo Broos's to-do list for the immediate future. South Africa touched down to a lukewarm welcome at the OR Tambo International Airport yesterday morning, following the early exit from the Africa Cup of Nations football tournament in Morocco. Luck was not on Bafana's side throughout the tournament. Even the video assistant referee's decision went against them. It played a role in the disappointing campaign, but goalkeeper Ricardo Goss says that can't be used as an excuse.
We expected so much from ourselves, and like I said, I keep saying that the other teams had done their homework. When you even saw the Egypt game, they were sitting back, which means we've actually done something good. We put up a good side, and I think now it's just to unlock those cagey defenses, and I even think against Cameroon we should have been 3-0 up within the first 20 minutes.
On to cricket news. Former Proteas spinner Paul Adams says the team can put their faith in Keshav Maharaj at the upcoming T20 World Cup, despite not featuring much on the recent tour of the subcontinent. The 2026 tournament will be held in India and Sri Lanka from the 7th of February, and Adams expects Maharaj to be one of the key players for South Africa. He believes there's no need to panic over the form of the team's premier spin bowler, backing him to rise to the occasion.
Yeah, sometimes it can be tough. T20 cricket is all about how it is going on your day. But he's got the experience, and big tournaments, a lot of big players lift themselves, and they bring the moment for the occasion. So for me, Keshav has got a vast array of experience. He's one of our premier spin bowlers, and he'll bring calmness within that dressing room and from his leadership aspects as well.
The 48-year-old, who featured for South Africa between 1995 to 2004, says the team's success at the World Cup will depend on how individual players hit the right form at the right time.
Yeah, senior team announced that. I think everyone's excited always for T20 World Cup. Last time it was a close one up against India out in the West Indies. I think this side again, we're excited to see how we go about it. I think there's quite a few world beaters, and we've seen them over the last few years, and I think at different, either at tournaments or at international matches, how they can win a game. And for me, these tournaments is all about who's going into form at that very moment in time as a team, and they can be the team right at the top.
And finally, with tennis news, Coco Gauff pulled over double duty to drag defending champions the United States into the United Cup semi-finals, while world number 2 Iga Swiatek did her bit for Poland. Fourth-ranked Gauff, who suffered a surprise defeat last time out, put the United States on their way in their quarterfinal against Greece with a 6-3, 6-2 win over former world number 3 Marika Sakkari in Perth. Stefanos Tsitsipas brought Greece level by defeating struggling Taylor Fritz 6-4 and 7-5. In the deciding mixed doubles, Gauff teamed up with Christian Harrison to battle past Tsitsipas and Sakkari 4-6, 6-4 and 10-8. For any sports stories you'd like to share with us, send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +2711 714 4459. This is Channel Africa Sport with me, Fikile Lingwati.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African Perspective. We are on Open Views Audio Bouquet. Channel 628. Channel Africa and you have got something in common. The thirst for knowledge.
Tonifica. Mr. Carly. Oh, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Pronto, vou vai embora. Já vou crer para nunca mais. Me está pedindo com toda força por reconsiderar decisão. Essa gente mais está perdeu e culpa é só de meu. Não tem por dança uma chance.
This music is torture, man. It wants to take you back there, man, to the beach experience.
We're still here, though. And you know what? There's probably someone who still is at the beach, who still is on holiday, who's still having a good experience.
Unfair.
So it might be unfair for us, but they're absolutely having a good time with this music.
Have a good time. You're allowed. You're allowed.
This is Tony Fika featuring Mr. Kali with Ntamuda. Yes, if you are still enjoying yourself, let us know. I mean, we are also enjoying ourselves with you, and we're trying to make sure that you ease into your 2026 as we're still on our festive programming here on The Move. But it will end quite soon. Tomorrow is the last day, so next week you must be ready, man.
Yeah.
Next week you must be ready to just go back to business.
Yeah, we're going all out in the year 2026. Is it a big transition to make? Maybe this is a week for you where you're like, guys, I wish I was still on holiday. I'm still out here now just trying to make things work for 2026. I'm getting the kids ready. I am actually getting myself ready myself. So, yeah, it's tough. Tell us a little bit about that transition. Are you moving into the year 2026 with a bit of ease, or are you finding it a bit of a challenge? That WhatsApp number is always there for you. Connect with us. Even on our live streams, there's comment sections. Remember, WhatsApp number is +27634069126.
Africa at Play with NATO and ETO chairman.
Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2025. Bafana Bafana's opening match is against the Portuguese-speaking nation Angola on the 22nd. What can we expect from Hugo Broos and his charges?
When we went to the previous tournament, we sort of had the underdog tag as a country, and we were a little bit humble. Expectations were not as high as they are now at the moment. So I just felt that players were in a good space psychologically. I just feel that Bafana will still be tournament favorites. But coach Hugo Broos has a lot of work psychologically to make sure that players remain focused, humble, and players are playing without any pressure. Because when South African players are very creative, then we know that the outcomes are very good. But when they are under pressure, we know that sometimes the outcomes can be what we don't want to experience.
Coach Tabasino.
Live every Saturday and Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. Central African Time.
Este é o Caleidoscópio de Canal África, com Moreno Samo e João Yabalá.
A situação do ativista angolano Serrote José de Oliveira, preso desde julho, tem gerado grande preocupação internacional. Conhecido como General Nila e presidente do movimento União Nacional para a Total Revolução de Angola, Serrote iniciou uma greve de fome em protesto contra a sua prisão, que considera arbitrária. De acordo com a Amnistia Internacional, o estado de saúde do ativista está a deteriorar-se rapidamente devido à falta de acesso a cuidados médicos adequados. Para discutir o impacto deste caso e o estado da liberdade política em Angola, vamos conversar com Dito Dale, ativista e defensor dos direitos humanos.
Nós estamos diante de uma clara estratégia de aniquilar o jovem. Porque quando uma pessoa está doente, deve ser assistida. Ao não proporcionar esses cuidados médicos, o que é que o regime quer? Não quer que esse jovem saia livre e com vida da prisão. Quer matá-lo.
De segunda a sexta-feira, das 20 às 21 horas locais, este é o Caleidoscópio do Canal África.
The rhythm of Africa, the pulse of the continent. This is Channel Africa, the African perspective. Benjamin Moshatama and Palesa on the move.
Yeah, kale gituka molelo dipilo. Ke na le ngwaga tse tharo, ke betsa comedy marabo. Bizo la me ke bofelo, ke batla go tshwana le tshepo, ke batla go tshwana Khalifo, ke spana ka thata ke tinto, 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 yeah, tinto. Kana ke khale ke phanda chomi di pizza mabitse bo khanka ke tsoga sa brush le meno batho ba bua ma breath ya dampa batho ba rata go nyatsa tota ke pala mebala ya khaka ke rata go poma di phankga mare ke na le ngwana ya ngwana ke wantla ke batla go vala go panda mathata pelo ya khanda tota ke batla go spana ke tsoga masego ke khanga ke dilo ke bona satane a lwanto ke tsena ke reke ke rapela thata ba dilo di gana thamalla yeah, back in the days wole thata ke khala ba still ke tswela ke hustler ke rata go bona mamalla ke batla go mona galalla kana ke bright tone ska bona ke bopa mawanyatsa kana ke braka ska nyatsa boshibidi jaka khale ke tuka molelo diphilo ke na le ngwaga tse tharo ke betsa comedy marabo bizo la me ke bofelo ke batla go tshwana le tshepo ke batla go tshwana Khalifo ke spana ka thata ke tinto 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 machiruba tsebe barata makaka ba bona le broke de tell you tell ba bitsa mabitse bo hani bo sweet di zaka di tsena o reka di sofa di bill du dollar yo mama itumetse di tala tsa fake di batla fambola o fambola thata ba never about to say they cursing you ba batla o taka ke na le ngwaga tse pedi tse target tsaba bokete these days on my fence but I can drop it yeah I'm gonna do it again yeah again and again and again yeah always do that I can yeah rap onko monto funa malipel jai des leg perter tama all start ke motler all is new I'ma be the best yeah kana ki kwala di pin in case you thinking that ntse ke kwalwa yeah kana ke spana le one in case you thinking that ke manage you khale ki tuka molelo
ke toka molele diphilo ke na le ngwaga tse tharo ke betsa comedy marapo bizo la me ke bofelo ke batla go tshwana le tshepo ke batla go tshwana tlhalefo ke spana ka thata ke tinto 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 tinto tinto.
No time to waste. Be on the move with Benjamin Moshatama and Palesa.
The first time I saw you, I knew you're my guy. Nike's on, super clean, gorgeous on my tie. Oh, you make me nervous, you make me so shy. Nike's on, super clean, gorgeous on my tie. You wanna pick me up from my mama house, wanna link me quick, wanna take me out. I will. Getting humble now. And if you move like a thug, baby, I won't judge. Give me a kiss and a hug, tell her what you must. Away. Getting humble now. Away. My baby, away. Away. And if you move like a thug, baby, I won't judge. Give me a kiss and a hug, tell her what you must. Away.
Sweetheart,
Getting humble now.
my sweetheart, you make me wanna change the life that get pillar. Really wanna make you my wife, subsidies, ish, like sinner. Malume kopa khapa lobola ya 5 stina. Now that I have your attention, look, I ain't got a car or a mansion, but a nigga is handsome type. You ain't gotta carry us with looks. Naliwena, nigga, it's a couple and where we shook blind. So let us push by. Undercover, but show me you look nice. Keep them guessing, what does she look like? But one for the books. All I'm trying to say is that I'm aging. I'm tired of running around with all these ladies. It's time to settle down. I know this might come off a little crazy, but for when I got a gisali lady, girl, you got the crown.
My life for the first time, stole my heart, on my chest, lived a butterfly away. We still got love, yeah. And if you move like a thug, baby, I won't judge. Give me a kiss and a hug, tell her what you must. Away. Getting humble now. Away. My baby, away. Away. And if you move like a thug, baby, I won't judge. Give me a kiss and a hug, tell her what you must. Away. Getting humble now. I got him, I really, really got him. I got him, you know I got him. You know I got him.
Benjamin Moshatama and Palesa on the move.
If you know, you know. But if you don't know, you know.
Now you know. Now you know. If you know, you know. You think you ball us in town. Now you know. Now you know. Never let get boo. Forget what they're on them, man. Yes. Agbabola. How much is money?
It's nothing.
Ballin'. Premium or nothing.
Them or nothing.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Never get boo. Forget what they're on them, man. Yes.
Up on. Come on. Up on.
not. Turn them on. Now you know.
It's Flavor with Big Baller. Before that, gave you one that actually made huge waves in 2025. That's Our Way with Lord Cares featuring Casper Nyovest. And starting that was Dinto with William Last KRM. Of course, that's from Lesotho Stand Up. But hey, we're about to get out of here as the On The Move team, but not without Unati coming in to let us know what's coming up on the Africa Update. Good morning.
Good morning, Palesa. Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm great. And you?
Doing good.
Fantastic. All right. So we've got a very busy show, very interesting stories coming up. On the top of our list, of course, are the 8 Kenyan Defence Force soldiers that have been charged with trafficking narcotics. That's a big one.
Yeah.
So we are going to be speaking to our correspondent in Kenya. Another big one, of course, as we're monitoring AFCON, a tournament, Nigeria's national football team, the Super Eagles, are threatening to boycott their upcoming Africa Cup of Nations quarterfinal match against Algeria. Huge, right?
Why?
So we're going to try and get to see. The biggest problem is the bonuses. So always something that we monitor during these kinds of tournaments where you would find some country teams complaining that they're not getting the remuneration that they are, eligible for. Yeah, I mean, this match is on Saturday, so it's around the corner against Algeria. So it is going to be a good one to watch. That's all coming up on the Africa Update.
All right. Stay tuned right here on Channel Africa for the Africa Update. You'll be kept in touch with Unati Pakyashe from 12 to 1 p.m. Central Africa time. But before we say goodbye, let's take a little break and a little bit more music. We'll squeeze it in before we say goodbye.
Madapiri pazoshitika. Madapiri pazoshitika.
Ainogeka zingeni chihana lumbiritsidwa kukhala wachiwiri kwa mtsogoleri wa dziko la Malawi pa mwambo omwe unachitika ku nyumba ya chifumu ya Sanjika mu mzinda wa Blantyre. Ndiye pano tili ndi olemekezeka a chihana. Takulandirani olemekezeka pano pa wireless ya Channel Africa pa Chinyanja Service. Malawi ayembekezere zotani kuchokera kwa inu ngati wachiwiri winaso kwa president wa dzikolo?
Choyamba ngati vice president umagwira ntchito yopatsidwa ndi president imene yakuganizira. Ndiye malowozi athu atipatsa bwinobwino, koma ntchito yathu yayikulu ndi kuwathandiza president kuti masomphenya awo yakwanitsidwe. Mbali zambiri zoti zichitike, nkhani ya njala mdziko muno, boma la udakali chimanga ndi china chomwe chili mdziko muno kuti tithandize ana families are affected. Chachiwiri kunali ma fuel shortages amene akanaliponso apo ndi apo, tionetsetse kuti pumps athu asakhale dry.
Zochitika pa nthawi ya 6 koloko kufikira 7 koloko madzulo. Lolemba mpaka lachisanu ndi Madapiri. Get set and be ready to go. On the Move with Palesa and Benjamin Moshatama.
When
hahafuka dzita kushavela shitimela dzita kushavela shihahafuka tombi yakusaseka tombi yakushonga tombi yakusaseka tombi yakushonga tombi yakusaseka tombi yakushonga tombi yakusaseka
Hey, Jeff Maluleke there is with Deborah Frazier. That one is titled Ntombi. Takes us to the end of our 4-hour journey right here on The Move.
We're almost coming to the end of the 4-hour journeys in general.
Yeah, tomorrow
being the last one. And then we're back to 3 hours on Monday on The Move. So you definitely need to come back tomorrow. Enjoy our last 4 hours. But it's not that it's the last on The Move for the year. We'll still be back on Monday, of course, after that with the 3 hours once again. But it's been a good one and we've been enjoying spending time with you today. Definitely keep going. Channel Africa is the right place for you. We're going into the Africa update now. But first, we'll go into our news. But of course, have yourself a fantastic day.
Hey, we leave you with Retro Ray with a Biwato, some music all the way from Uganda. From myself, Benjamin Moshatama, God bless.
Bye.
Get set and be ready to go. On the Move with Palesa and Benjamin Moshatama.
Abasajja bakolerera biki, abanyolera biki,